Christ. Was that his gear level? What the fuck? I just like how he disappeared going out the gate.
Can't see him.
Guessing that's the shit that I need to get to.
Reinforcements en route.
Kilometers away. Fuck. Oh, fuck off! Fucking dickhead. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, I'm out, 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 I'm out. What do you need?
Supply room access unlocked.
Let me talk to you, boyo. Let me talk to you, boyo. Alright, fuck it. You don't get no water, nothing. Oh shit. Oh ho! Fuck yes. Fuck, this one was a good point. Really good point. Holy shit. Let's see the guns. Yeah, 300 different there. That's garbage. For 67 different.
Hello.
Oh wow.
What you doing?
Playing a game.
I figured.
Playing Clancy's Division right now, so.
You know what's funny? I downloaded that, like, you know, when I saw you playing it that one time, I downloaded it, and then after that, like, I never really went back on PS4. But I have it.
I'm probably way too high gear level for you.
Oh, excuse me. Probably, but you know.
I'm just saying. Like, you're gonna deal with, like, a lot of crazy shit.
In all honesty, I might have just downloaded Rainbow Siege and, like, just left this in my library to download, because I honestly don't remember downloading it. Did I?
I don't know, I just took over another control point. Jeez, you need fucking water. God damn. Alright, what's the next point?
Yeah. I never installed it. I just like left it in my library.
Alright, I might take that gun out and put this gun.
Oh.
What's up?
I'm trying to do something. It's whatever.
These assholes. Ooh, that thing's fucking monstrous.
So my PS4 might restart because of a software update.
You haven't done the software update either? Jesus Christ.
I haven't been on here in forever.
Why is that?
'Cause I've been occupied.
I'm surprised you even got in a relationship, to be honest.
Why?
Just because I
Because he was
figured
leaving?
that, but I figured you were just like doing your own thing. It's like, oh, I don't need a man kind of thing.
The thing is, at first, I really was. I didn't want to do anything like that. And for 2 months, I didn't. In January and February, I did not. And then it changed in March. Because in all honesty, it just seems like that's what we were doing for 2 months anyway. And then, I don't know, it just changed. And then, like, I don't regret it, but it just sucks. Because, like, I shouldn't have knowing this would happen. But I did.
It's just making the decision,
What decision?
to be with somebody. That's
What do you mean?
cool.
Oh, that's leaving?
Yeah.
Honestly, I knew about it for the longest. Like, even when I worked at Target, and I didn't really know him, he would talk about it with everybody. He would talk about how he was trying to sign up for, like, the Air Force, or I believe it was the Navy and, like, the Army, you know what I mean? Like, I knew. And then when I started hanging out with him, he chose one, and I had already signed up for it. And he was already going to MEPS and everything like that. So I knew still, and we weren't. And then eventually, like, we were, and then I still knew. I still thought about it. I just underestimated, like, the time frame. I thought it'd be okay. And, like, I am. It just feels like something's missing.
That's a little weird to message somebody, but alright.
What?
This girl just like messages me, I just took the nastiest shit of my life. I'm like,
Well, that's disgusting.
I hope you fucking wiped your ass. Like, come on, girl.
Maybe that was her way of trying to connect with you.
What, are you trying to join? You're way too low level for that shit.
What are you talking about?
I'm fighting like level 16s right now.
I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about the girl.
Oh no, it's straight. She can. I don't give a fuck. Everybody poops. Like. Hopefully I'll be leaving Target really soon.
Oh?
Yeah.
For what?
Advanced
Really
auto.
quick, I have 5 seconds left. Hopefully, like, this doesn't shut off. If it does, I'm sorry, and I'll be back. Okay,
Oh
wait.
shit. Fucking
No,
shoot
I
the
think we're
stupid
good.
thing. God, you people are fucking stupid. You're ready
Wait, advanced auto parts?
Yeah.
Or like, oh,
This shit's easy,
how it's on
Joe.
the target.
Ooh, bitch. Ooh, there's something up there. It's purple. Fuck all y'all. I'm risking it. Risk it for the biscuit. Oh, fucking god. Thank god I have the vector here. Oh, fuck. Somebody's up here with me. Don't you fucking throw a grenade, bitch. Yeah. Hello? Oh, fuck. Somebody up the stairs. Oh, there's 2 people up the stairs. Oh, fuck. Both of y'all. Oh, fuck. 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 Bad decisions. Bad decisions. Fuck me. Oh, those were really bad decisions. Ooh, fuck. God damn it. Oh, that was a really bad decision. Don't make me play Old Town. Ooh. Bitch boy. I ain't scared of you. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Come on, guys. Ooh, fuck. So later's back that way. Come on. Leave me alone. Yeah, bitch boy. Smash you in the back. Ooh, did I fucking shoot him? Ooh. Fuck yeah.
Supply room access unlocked.
Ay, caramba. Garbage. I'm not a fan of these guns, so... Where the fuck is the hyena key? Let me find this fucking hyena key.
I'm back.
Yeah. Ay, caramba.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find this fucking key. I just took another control point, so... What?
Nothing. I just sent you an angry face.
Why?
It was cute. I'm gonna send you another face.
So, you know this whole Profoundly thing, right?
The pro family thing?
Yeah, on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've been getting some messages that are just like, what the fuck?
For what?
I got one that was, just like, saying that I'm like, the that I was really good in bed, and I'm just like, that's cool.
Oh.
And then another one is, it's just like, I'd fuck you again. I'm like, thanks.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm just like, why? Just fucking tell me in person. Just fucking stop being a bitch about
I
it.
tried
So,
telling you in person once.
what? That I'm good in bed? We haven't fucked?
I'm kidding. Never knew that either. I'm just sending you a bunch of faces, to be honest.
What, are you still a virgin?
Me? No.
Fucking virgin life
I
here.
wish. No, you're not.
What?
You aren't. Is that what you said?
No, I'm talking about you, that you're still a virgin.
Oh, am I?
I don't know, are you?
No, sweetie. Definitely not. I'm pretty sure I sent you enough faces now.
I don't think I got any of them.
What? Alex started broadcasting. You can include your voice in the broadcasting by selecting party settings. Allow your voice. No, thank you. All they're gonna hear me is like messing around. So like that's a no.
Fuck that thing. Oh god.
All they're gonna hear is, "Are you a virgin?" Oh,
I just think it's fucking weird that it's just like, how you gonna like act like you hard as fuck? Like,
people will act any way they want over messaging because they get some type of fucking confidence, and then they're like, "I can say whatever I want," and then you see them in person, they're like,
oh,
"Oh, I never said
I got a motherfucking hyena key. Oh, there's a gear stash. Never mind. I thought that was the key I needed. I'm like, oh. Where the fuck is it? Oh, it's right here. It had a garbage piece of shit. Hey.
that." You know what was really awkward?
What is?
So I did come on PS4 like not too long ago. It's just been another while since I have, but the last time I was on here, I was playing with Christian and what's his name? Oh, Menendez. He came on and like he joined our party and everything because like it was public or whatever, like it didn't matter. And then he joined and he was like, "Hey," or whatever. So we started playing Dead by Daylight and everything. And he goes, "Oh, so how you been?" or whatever. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. You know, like school, work, whatever." And he was like, "Oh, okay. So like, where's Eddie?" And I'm like, "Excuse me?" And he was like, "Yeah, what happened to him?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And he's like, "What? Y'all aren't tight anymore?" And I'm like, "Haven't been for like a long time." And then Christian's over here like, "Why is he asking about Eddie? Who's Eddie again?" And I'm just like, "No one really." But it was awkward.
Jeez. Poor Eddie.
Honestly, is it really though?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
in all honesty, if you would have been put through what I was put through, then you would understand why I had to let it go. Not to mention, what do you mean poor Eddie? As soon as I let him go, you know what he did? He fucked some random girl to make me mad, and it didn't make me mad, and I think he got her pregnant.
why do you say that?
Because he told me that he thought he got her pregnant. Because what did he do right afterwards? He called me and started crying. And I was like, "Sweetie, I told you not to do petty shit." I was just like, I said to live your life. I was just like, you chose to do that. And I was just like, it has nothing to do with me.
I mean, shit happens. Fuck it.
I mean, this is why you don't be petty, because it really doesn't work in your favor at the end of the day.
This is why you don't fuck random bitches.
Exactly. Especially ones that are known to be slutty. But you know, do you.
No,
Have
you
fun.
gotta wrap it before you pack it.
That's what I mean. He didn't, because he thought he was going to be okay. And I'm like, sweetie, you were a virgin. I was like, you don't know the first thing about pulling out, let alone, like, where the fuck to put it. So I was like, that's on you. And you know what his excuse was?
She
I
had
got
a fat
stuck.
pussy.
No.
Oh.
He cried and said, I got stuck. And I'm like, uh-huh.
Oh, I would have said that pussy was too good.
Hopefully it was.
Fuck it. He got himself some pussy.
He got himself some Mexican-ass baby now, probably. I mean, it probably hasn't been 9 months now. I don't know how long it's been. But,
I haven't talked to Eddie. I see him online every once in a while, but he's playing
yeah,
WWE.
no one talks to him anymore. And it's hilarious because, like, the only time anybody talked to him is when we were in a party together. Like, after, like, that shit, like, separated, everybody always asks me about him. And I'm like, y'all are friends with him. Like, why don't you ask him? Oh, we don't really talk. I'm like, why not? Nothing. Y'all were just always together, so we talk to you together. And I'm just like, okay, well, nothing I can do.
I barely talk to anybody, so that's just...
You never talk to anybody.
Like, straight up, like...
That's why I have to beg you for a conversation.
Sorry.
I will literally bug your ass. No, you're not. It's just that you literally just don't want to talk with me, like... So, like, I bug your ass until I get an answer. I don't mind. I can do it all day.
What?
Bug you.
I'm just boring as fuck.
Why do you say that?
Because I am. What the fuck?
You're really not. You never have been. Like, even before when, like, I used to talk to you more frequently, you never were. I don't know where you get this in your head from, but, like, misconception, because it's not true.
I don't know. Probably because I can't get the girl that I want.
Who do you want?
That's pretty obvious.
No, it's not.
Everybody knows who I want.
I don't. I haven't talked to you in forever.
I mean, because I've been talking a lot to Emily and stuff like that.
Oh, did she break up with her boyfriend?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's just like...
I knew it wouldn't last. He was scrawny and ugly, to be honest.
No, but it's just like, I feel bad for her too, because it seems like nobody really gives
She
her...
really liked him?
Huh? That was not really that, but it's just like the whole conception of like everybody only just wants to fuck her, and I'm like, yo, there's more to this girl than just fucking pussy. Like, the fuck?
In all honesty, Emily, I don't really know her. She doesn't seem like a bad person. I can already tell she's more than that. So, in all honesty, if that's what she feels like, that sucks, because, like, I know what that feels like. And in all honesty, it makes you feel some type of way. It makes you feel like less than you are. It makes you feel like slutty even though you're not. It makes you feel like everybody looks at you a certain way.
No, it's just like if you look at it, every guy at fucking Target just wants to fuck her. Like, I listen to a lot of people about her, and they're just like straight up, it's like, oh man, I fucked the shit out of Emily. I'm like, yo, like that's disrespectful.
At the end of the day, guys will be guys. In all honesty, what I've noticed more about guys is that they say stuff like that right off the bat, then they get to know you, and then their answer will change. Like, take Christian, for example. I did not like him at first. He would flirt with everybody, you know? He would say that about everybody. Like, I would be talking to him about something totally different, and some girl would pass by, and he'd be like, oh, I'd fuck her. And I'd be like, of course you would. Why not? Right? And then it's like, we started hanging out, he got to know me, and then he was
just because he's in the military, because he is just trying to get money.
If that were to happen, it would have happened already.
No, you do it afterwards, because they don't tell you about, like, you can make more money being married until after boot camp.
He told me that already. He told me that way before even we started hanging out. And then he started joking around about it and was like, hey, be my fake wife. And I'm like, no. And then it turned into, hey, you know, be my fake wife, but I'll actually wear the ring. And I'm like, no. And then it turned into, I really do want to marry you. And I'm like, no. Let me finish nursing school first, if I can.
No.
Ah! Don't be rude. I'm trying. It's hard, but I'm trying.
I mean, nursing school is easier than engineering school.
Then
But
become a nurse.
oh, I can't.
Honestly, I think people have that misconception that just because it seems easier, because in all honesty, I thought it was too, and then like the format they give you these questions in and the amount of critical thinking that you have to go through to understand these questions and like different aspects based on like you being the nurse, you know, someone being the patient, maybe someone being the physician, it's difficult. Not to mention, you always have to talk to people in a certain way. You can't step a boundary. If you step a boundary, it has to be in a therapeutic format. If it's not, you can possibly get in trouble. It could possibly get taken too far, and then you have to go to higher up. That's annoying. You have to be careful about everything, double check everything, because it's always the person's life at hand. It's a lot more than people think.
Well, I know that. I know nurses. Because, in all
I
honesty, you're
know.
supposed to know a little bit of everything and, like, know how to explain, like, the doctor just only is the specialist and can only say one thing. And then you gotta kind of, like, sit there and try to, like, dumb it down and fucking make it easy for them to understand.
Like, for example, we just went over, like, a case where a nurse killed somebody. It wasn't on purpose, but it seemed like it was because this girl had very bad anxiety and she had very bad claustrophobia. And there was something wrong with her head. She had a tumor. So she went to go get an MRI and stuff like that. And they were supposed to give her a medicine that put her to sleep temporarily to calm her down and everything, you know? The nurse went over to to get the medicine and order it and everything, and it kept saying that it was the wrong medicine, that this is not what this is for, and she overrided it twice. She gave the girl something else, not to calm her down, but actually to paralyze her body, and she would still be awake and moving. She just couldn't control her own body. So the girl literally, she went like insane, filled with anxiety, and she ended up having like some type of heart attack, and it started shutting down her organs because, you know, it paralyzed her and everything like that. So she died for no reason.
Well, if it was on the order sheet, one, that's not her fault. It was on the fucking order
It
sheet.
wasn't on the order sheet. What happens is she typed in the first, you know, 3 letters of the medicine, and she clicked one of them. She didn't click the right one. It was very similar in like the name, but instead of checking the order, she just overrided it with a code that she's not supposed to have. Then it told her again, hey, this is not for what you're trying to get. This is for, you know, paralysis. And then she overrided it again and didn't care. She just kept overriding it.
Right.
So she was at fault. It wasn't the physician, and now they're charging her with murder.
I mean, shit happens. You fuck up, you fuck up, you know what I mean?
In all honesty. And the mom, she was devastated, but like she didn't charge the nurse with anything, but like she's still being tried because like not from the mother, but I guess from like the facility or whatever, or from the state or something. But yeah, she's on trial for murder now.
They have to. It's a law.
Well, I know, cause exactly, but like it sucks. But it's like honestly, in a sense, it feels like she did it on purpose because like it told her multiple times, and she overrided it not once but twice. So I'm pretty sure that was on her. Like she knew what she was doing afterwards.
Yeah. Like, the big thing is you can't just fuck off on that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You still hanging out with that one chick?
What one girl?
The one I was, like, telling you to hook me up with.
Really? Yeah, I talk to her almost every day. We've gotten really close because, you know, we're not in the same classes anymore because she withdrew from one and I withdrew from one. So now we're in the opposite ones, but we still talk all the time. She
That's
literally,
really...
she's so needy. It's funny because I'd not picture her for the type because like I knew her previously, you know what I mean? But like we weren't as close. And like every so often when we're out, I'll be on my phone and she's like, Mia. And I'm like, what? And she's like, pay attention to me. And I'm like, Ruth, I literally just sat in class and been talking to you for like almost 2.5 hours. And she's
I
like,
pay
but
attention to
that's
her.
different. And then I'm like, okay, fine. So then I put my phone away and then I cross my arms and I'm like, yes, can I help you? Are you better now? And she's like, yes. And then a couple of days ago, I went out with her Wednesday, I believe, with her and Ray.
Who
And
the
she
fuck is
texted me and was
Ray?
like, I miss you. Her best friend, Reyes.
Oh.
And then she texted me and was like, I miss you. And I'm like, oh, dude, I miss you too. And I was like, we should hang out tomorrow. And then she was like, yeah. So first we went to the Twisted Chopstick, then we went to the Acai Bowl place, and then we went to Trilogy because we met up with Ray at, I think it was the Acai Bowl place. And then after that, we all went to Trilogy, and then she had to leave because she was going with her friend to get a tattoo. So I didn't really know Ray, but I was like, hey, like, are you gonna leave? And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna leave just because it's nice outside. And then we ended up going to eat.
Look, I sympathize,
And
Henry.
he is who I
People
posted on my
have own
Instagram
problems,
recently.
and they're big problems.
Mm.
I don't know if you saw it, but yeah.
No.
Maybe we can help.
Oh,
But
but yeah.
I'd give her the
Huh?
time of day.
Spare anyone.
Not right now.
I give her attention. It's just funny because like sometimes like I will be on my phone and so will she, but she'll put hers down first, like literally just seconds before me, and then she'll be like, talk to me, and I'm like, dude, shut up. But yeah, I talk to her all the time.
Whatever you're doing out
Like we've gotten like a lot closer. Like we talk to each other about a lot of things now.
Well, hook your boy up. The fuck?
Well, Sheriff,
You know what's funny? She's actually not seeing anybody anymore. Remember the guy I told you she was talking to?
Yeah.
Something ended up happening, so
He was
they
fake?
kind of just kind of. No, he was going through like a lot, and he kind of broke it off because he didn't want her to do with those kind of things, and he was like, you know what, I need to fix my life before I decide to do anything. So, not to mention, he owns his own business and everything like that, and I don't know. I guess it was like getting him busier and busier because he's been away for a little bit, but he's recently come back. And then that's when I started talking because they had just met and then all that. So she was really bummed. Like she was severely bummed, but she
Because
understood,
he
I
got
guess.
monies.
Well, I mean, her family got money, so I would expect
Oh,
so.
her family got monies.
Her dad owns his own business.
Well,
They've been rich
shit.
for pretty much forever.
Well, I better bust my ass and fucking get me a Corvette.
Yeah.
I thought about it. But then again, there's like a 200 SX. And I kind of want to get it for a fucking joke.
Mm.
And build it. And then just like have the tag say Ricer. And just get a giant wing and put Ricer Mobile under it. But have the motor fucking
Oh
turboed and
God.
fucking built. So it's just like...
Let me tell you what I saw the other day. So someone literally tried to do up their little mini ass Honda Accord, right? It was not only they lowered their car, but they put a fucking wing on the back of it that was taller than like it looked bigger than their whole car. And I'm like, what are you doing? And it sounded like shit.
You can't fuck with me,
You
boy.
know, I was thinking about playing something, and I'm
Dude.
like,
You should still introduce her to me.
Ruth. I mean, yeah, if you want to, but like that would involve you leaving your house and like actually coming out with us.
So?
Boy, every time I tell you to hang out with me, you're always like, no. I'm busy. No, I'm doing something. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Well, right now I'm just trying to finish getting this new job. I have other shit I gotta do for it. So...
Why are you leaving Target? Like, what made you decide to leave Target?
Target's such a fucking shit company.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right.
Like, it seems like no matter what I do, like, I got bitched at. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? Like, oh, there's, like, multiple times where I've just, like, said, fuck it. Like, I would have,
Who the
like,
hell
handed
is
my keys.
this?
Who's what?
I don't know, someone messaged me on PS4, but it looks
Oh,
familiar,
it's
but
fake.
I don't
There's,
know.
like, fake-ass people doing that shit. Like, straight
No,
up.
no, no, like, they're friends with me. I know that they've been friends with me, but I don't remember who it is, because, like, I used to be able to remember names and usernames together, but, like, I haven't been on it forever to the point where I don't.
I don't know, there's Sniper, and I still talk to her.
Oh,
But,
here she is.
what?
It's, oh, no, 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 I know her, okay. Hey, I saw you playing Borderlands, so if you ever need anyone to play with, invite me. It's one of my favorite games, so I don't get bored of it. In all honesty, I only got Borderlands for Christian, because it's his favorite game. So he was like, oh, so he has an Xbox, but he was like, oh, I want to play with you, and I'm like, dude, I got a PS4, so he bought a PS4. And then he was like, oh, yeah, you should buy Borderlands, you know, because it's my favorite game, and I want to play it, so I was like, okay. But, you know, he's
Jesus
gone,
Christ.
so.
God damn it, dude. That was such a close fucking fight. Oh, Jesus. Do you want to fucking... did you buy The Division or no?
Yeah, it's just that it's not downloaded, and when I went to go download it for some reason, it did error, so I was just leaving it alone, to be honest. But I can try again. It could have been because my thing wasn't updated and I was in the middle of updating.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to have your system updated first.
Okay.
I got the
Well,
badass pistol. I have a pistol that has like the worst fucking like range in the world. But it's so devastating, it's ridiculous.
yeah. I bought Division and Rainbow Siege, but I only downloaded the Rainbow Siege and I never got to download
I don't even
the
have
Division.
Rainbow right now. I have the Division just because... Oh man, it's actually a really good game. Like, this one's a lot better than the first one just because this one's storyline is in DC. And I've been to DC. So...
Oh shit.
Like, there's so many progressives in DC, it's ridiculous. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Get shot. Fuck you.
Let's see.
I was thinking of doing the cosplay for the Division, but the watch is $300 fucking.
Oh wow.
So I'm just trying to figure out a watch that I can use. I mean, y'all can fight each other. That's straight. Oh, that's my dude.
Are you kidding me? And now I don't have free space. That's wonderful. I don't know. I mean, I can get rid of Grand Theft Auto. I never fucking play that shit anymore.
Grand Theft Auto is
I
a
can...
garbage ass fucking game.
You're right. I can get rid of Need for Speed.
What Need for Speed do you have?
I don't know. It just says Need for Speed.
Oh, then it's just the original one.
I don't play that, to be honest.
If it was Payback, I got some funny ass cars and that shit. Like, I bought the Honda Civic, and I literally made it look like a Ricer.
That is not what I wanted.
Oh, this mission looks really familiar. Oh, I am scared. I am truly fucked.
Question, because I've never done it before. If I get rid of Grand Theft, I can always download it again, right?
Yes.
Just because I already paid for it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of it. Or, no, I won't get rid of that. I mean, I finished Detroit, but like for some reason I don't want to get rid of it. I really
There's
like that game.
how many endings did you do?
Just one. Who was it?
Because I ended up pretty much killing
Well,
everybody except like the detective.
I didn't. I had a really good ending. I saved everybody, and everybody like was equality and whatever.
That's the hardest fucking ending to get.
I got it, and it was my first one, and like, I was like, oh, okay, so I got a good ending, so I just stopped playing it.
I think it's so fucking sad that the actual little girl was a fucking robot.
Yeah, when I realized that, I was like, oh my god. Like,
Oh,
but
I'm like, Burt Reynolds, why would you lie to me?
yeah, in all honesty, it did suck, but like, I guess the fact that they were both androids, like, at the end of the day, made it better for both of them.
But it explains
'Cause
why the guy
technically-
drank a lot. Because remember, he had a picture of his wife with the little girl.
Yeah.
And so, the whole explanation, because his wife died, and that's the main reason that he, like, was heavily drinking.
Yeah.
So, I'm like 99% sure that both of them died, and he had the little girl made as an android. And he just fucking kept regretting it and just fucking hated the fact that she
Well,
was an android.
I don't think that they made her as android only because she was one of the androids that were mass produced as a kid, like for people who couldn't have kids.
No, but they had kids though. Like he could fucking have kids, and she could
Well,
have
I know,
kids.
but I'm saying like the thing is like I don't think like that was their daughter. I think they just got an android, you know, like to replace the daughter in a way. But like,
Open the door. Hello. Knock knock.
oh, it is. Should I download it now? What the fuck?
Ooh,
I got
fuck
rid of
you,
so
bitch
much
boy.
shit.
Grand Theft Auto should have been like the biggest fucking thing that you needed to get rid of.
I just haven't been on, so I just didn't really declutter. And most of the games I have, like, I don't want to get rid of, because for the most part I play all of them, and there's some that I still want to play that I haven't. But like, I don't know, I'm just not
That's
in
the
the
cool
mood
thing about
ever.
like some of these fucking games though. If you buy them digitally, it's like you don't have to
Yeah.
worry about shit. Ooh, fuck me, that hurt.
Not what I
Alright.
wanted, okay.
Alright, since we're in close quarters. Ooh, fuck off. Yeah, bitch boy. Catch fire. Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
You know what's funny? You're not the only one who was like, oh, you know, I just thought you were doing your own thing. Caesar said that too. Because I talked to him recently when we went out, but for a very long time I didn't talk to him. Not because I didn't want to, because like, we were just having a lot of miscommunication. And then eventually we just stopped talking to each other. But in all honesty, he was like, oh, I think it's because you were doing your own thing and I was giving you space, but then while I was giving you space, I was doing my own thing, and I'm like, yeah, because he has, well, he's potentially seeing someone, I think. Like, I don't know what he wants to tell anybody, but like,
I mean, he's
he
just
mentioned
saying somebody.
well, yeah, I know, but like, I'm pretty, like, he told me an extent, like, what everything was, but like, I don't know what he wants to tell, because I think he said he only told me. He said he wants to keep everything on the DL, because usually when he, like, speaks it into existence, it, like, just shatters, which I totally understand.
Well, he's told me about it. He just, I don't think.
Well, in all honesty, I'm pretty sure it's, like, not that in-depth. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm talking about, like, previously, he was very public with everything he did, you know what I mean? Like, with anybody he got with, he got so excited that he would tell everybody.
Right. No.
But I mean,
My one thing is just like, it's like I understand like what he talks about with speaking something into like existence and shit, and then
yeah,
it
which
being
it's like,
like a
I
big
totally,
deal.
understand, considering like I feel like that has happened to me before multiple times. Because I feel like when things like get too public, I feel like everything just gets destroyed. Because not only is everybody now like following you guys for the most part, but then they ask questions, and then you're just like every little thing you guys do, it just seems like it's under watch, and you're just like honestly like, and then especially when you guys split up, everybody's just like, oh, what happened? What happened? What happened to this person? People still to this day ask me about Tyler, and I'm like, bro, I haven't been with him in over a year. Like, why y'all
I
asking
feel
about
you.
him?
No, my one thing is it's just like certain people I feel don't deserve like other people. Like, fucking take Sniper and her fiance.
Hmm.
Like, her fiance is a fucking tool.
I thought he was alright.
No, if you heard some of the shit that he says to her, he's a fucking douchebag. Like, he
In all
treats her like
honesty, the
utter
last
shit.
time it could be. I mean, I don't really know them. The last time I was playing with them, like she was getting worked up about something and she kept screaming and Peter was just like, "Hey, can you like chill a little bit? Like there's no need to start screaming." So I was just like, honestly, he's kind of right. Like she doesn't need to be screaming. It's just a game, but
I understand about video games getting pissed off and fucking yelling at them though. Like, it's one of those things that
I
it's
mean, I
like,
get it. In all
like,
honesty, like with that whole statement, like I don't know them. He could be doing that to her, but in all honesty, like I never really talked to her that much. I played with her a couple times, but that's only because of Sammy, and because I'm not on anymore, I don't play with anybody.
fuck.
I mean, in all honesty, like there are a lot of people in relationships like that honestly shouldn't happen
Well,
because
it's like their relationship's like super
honestly,
fucking toxic
the
and it
thing
fucking kills
is,
them.
which I understand. I've not only been in this situation, but I had friends that have been in this situation. It's the fact of the matter that they're they're so used to, everything and that person, everything that comes with that person, that they don't really know anything different and they don't see a problem with it half of the time. And even if they do, they really don't want to think about what it's going to be like after that because like they're just so used to being with this person.
Oh, sick, sick. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, wow, it does worse damage, but it's so fucking nice. Ugh.
But honestly, if she really wanted to leave him, she would. I mean, like, that's very hard, especially in toxic ones. Because, like I said, she's probably so used to him. Because they're engaged, aren't they?
For 3 fucking years.
Yeah. So, in all honesty, I mean, maybe it's because they're both hesitant and they don't want to get married. But you know, I don't really know their situation.
Like, sitting there and just talking to her and then hearing how he actually, like,
Not
treats
to
her.
mention, if you really think about it, I mean, I've played with her enough to notice how she's like with certain people. And in all honesty, Eddie had known her way more than I have. And I brought this up to him, and he said that she's always been like that. When Peter's not on, or because I know they don't live together because she has school and I don't know where the fuck he goes, but she flirts with everybody. And in all honesty, if she doesn't like her relationship that bad, or even him, like they shouldn't be together. In all honesty,
Like, I just sat there and I want your opinion on this, right? If you're
hmm
engaged to somebody but you're not paying any bills, you don't live together, you don't have anything in each other's name, right?
hmm
Would you pay for any of your significant other's bills if you're not married?
no, there's no
He
reason
forced
to.
he forced her to pay his bill for him instead of him just fucking calling and letting him know that he can't pay it. Like that's
Wow.
like a fucking bullshit move. And then he's like, "Oh, I'll pay you back when I get my fucking tax returns." It's like, "No, bitch. Like, you fucking be a man and fucking do your shit right. Don't be a fucking pussy."
In all honesty, if it's if it's truly like that, in all honesty, and I was closer to her, I would tell her to probably reconsider. She'd probably get mad, like really mad at me. But in all
No,
honesty, like
because I straight up told her exactly the same thing. It's like, if I ever met this dude, I'd fucking punch him in the fucking throat. Like, I'd put him in his fucking place real quick. And she's just like, "Yeah, I kind of feel like I need to hear this, but I don't know." And I'm just like, whatever. Like, I'm at a point where it's just like, I can't.
In all honesty, she really does. Because in all honesty, if it's what, like, if really what you're describing, then in all honesty, she shouldn't be with him anymore. But like I said, if they've been engaged for 3 years, you know what I mean? They could have been together for more than that. You get me? So it's like she's probably just used to him by now.
I don't know. I've tried, like, and the funny thing is, I've talked with Sammy about it, and Sammy's just like, yeah, I don't fucking like Peter.
Well, Sammy also likes Sniper.
I'm just gonna open both these doors, fuck it.
But in all honesty, like, if everybody sees him that way, then she should reconsider, and people should tell her, in all honesty, no matter if she gets upset, or, you know what I mean? Even though she seemed like she did it with you, even if she does get upset, like, it's something she should probably hear, just to, like, put in her head, like, hey, this is what we're seeing, and it's multiple different people seeing it, but this is what's happening to you, so it's like, it's not just one, so maybe you should consider, like, opening your eyes a bit and seeing, like, what's actually wrong, and maybe try to fix it, and if you can't, maybe it's time to, like, separate, you know?
Yeah, and that's the big thing. Like, I don't like being any kind of like homewrecker or shit like that. But like, when you fucking disrespect like your so-called fiance and say you love her, and then tell her all of her dreams are fucking stupid, like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. In all honesty, you're not in a sense being a homewrecker because in all honesty, you're technically her friend. You guys play a lot, you know what I mean? You're just putting in your input, and it's like not only you, because if Sandy feels this way, and I'm sure other people who played, you know, with them, they maybe feel this way. In all honesty, if like enough people tell her, she should just like reconsider or honestly like figure out her next step. Because
Or
honestly, being in a just even considering marrying someone like that who can't support you in like anything you do is just you're trapping yourself basically, and it's not a life you're gonna want.
yeah. Like, altogether, I should have asked her. It's like, what's your dream job? And she told me. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, like you can't deny it. Like, it's really unique. She wants to build haunted houses. Like, that's like,
And it's
you can make a fuck ton of money in commission with that.
yeah.
You know. And he's just like, oh, that's stupid. She said that she wanted to be a graphic designer. He's like, that's fucking stupid. I'm like, the fuck? Like, bro.
And what does he want to do? What
Like,
is he
you're going
doing?
for a fucking business degree. Like, the fuck out of here. You're probably just gonna be like a store manager for like Walmart
Well,
or some
see,
shit.
that's honestly, I can tell you right now that their relationship isn't gonna work considering she's more artistic and he's more like business as usual, and those people usually don't mix.
Oh, fuck no.
Because one sees like things pretty straightforward and like how they think they're gonna be, and one like thinks outside of the box. You know what I mean? Like they think of like other outcomes, other things, and it's like honestly they don't seem like they mix.
Fuck no. Oh.
But like I said, just going based off of what you said, I don't know them, and in all honesty, like I remember Caesar telling me, I don't know if he was playing with you too, but he was playing with Sniper and Sammy, probably playing with you, but everybody was playing Dead by Daylight, and Sniper got really mad at him, and because Sniper was mad at him, Sammy got mad at him just because Sammy likes Sniper, and like he kind of felt like really shitty, even though he was just playing the game, and I'm like, I kind of understand, because like, I know they can be that way.
I understand, like, but the thing is, I even talked with him on it, and I'm like, I understand where you're coming from. I didn't even explain it to him. It's like, it's one of those things where it's just like, you get tired of fucking, no, I'm not gonna fucking help you, you piece of shit. But, no, it's just like, I can understand with the whole, like, cause you get tired of seeing the same thing over, like, I've seen her even yell at fucking, like, what's his face about it. It's like, stop fucking doing that shit. Cause it gets fucking, it gets irritating. Oh, fuck that, look at all this money. Fuck.
Which I understand, but in all honesty, I've known Caesar for a very long time. I've known him for 8 years, been my best friend for 8 years. Even something as little as that, I'm kind of like, I have to take his side just because he's him.
Find out where the president is being held and get him back. Send Isaac with a bag.
Like, I'll understand both sides, but like at the end of the day, like if I was like, because he doesn't like playing with them anymore. I haven't played with them in a very long time, but it's not because I don't want to. It's because, like I said, I'm never on. But Sniper, I will say, like, I don't
She's
I
got
had
a
the choice,
very
I
interesting
wouldn't.
personality.
In all honesty, it's probably just because we're both girls and I am very different from her. Also, her voice, I'm gonna tell you right now, she tries to make it more high pitched than it actually is. Because when it was just me, her, and Sammy, and sometimes me, her, and Sammy, and Eddie, like her voice is not that high. She tries to sound like cuter than she actually is.
I mean, she's not bad looking though.
I never said she was. I'm just saying, like, it kind of like irks me. And honestly, she does yell a lot when she plays games with people instead of just trying to enjoy it. And I don't really like playing like that. Like, I play to just play to like have fun and like I don't really try to take things seriously. I mean, like sometimes like when we're playing Dead by Daylight and like it's a kind of a good killer. I'm like hell yeah, like I want to do good, like I want to all survive and stuff like that. But like when people take things too seriously when it's really not that serious, it irks me.
I mean, I'm like
And
that
in
in
all
every video
honesty,
game though, and you
well the
still play
thing
with me.
is, like if I see stuff I don't like, I just don't want to be around that person. It is my choice not to be, and it's like I would just make things easier, so nothing would happen, so no arguing would happen. Just because like just when certain things irk me, I try to stay away from that person because then like little fights will happen just because I get mad because the shit.
I feel you though. It's like everybody to each their own.
It's like, and certain people I can put up with it because it's like you do that, but like it's not a constant thing. Like you don't do it for the entire time. Like you try to play and you do try to have fun. Like you do try to play the game for like the game. Her on the other hand, as soon as like I was playing with her and Sammy and like Sammy was like, "Hey, let's switch to Overwatch." So I was like, "Yeah, bet, let's switch to Overwatch."
She always
She
wants to play
played.
Overwatch, and I'm just like, I don't have it no more, dude.
I have it. I don't play it. I don't play much of anything. Like if I do get on, it's usually Dead by Daylight or I play Borderlands, and that's about it.
I don't even play Borderlands. Borderlands was, in all honesty, like the shittiest game I've ever played.
In all honesty, I don't really see what's great about it yet, but honestly, I haven't finished it. We barely even started. What am I? I think I'm a Siren. I think that's what I was. I don't really
Oh, if you've
remember, and
never
I think
played
he was a
fucking Siren,
necromancer.
that shit's fucking irritating.
But in all honesty, like I'm not really prejudging the game right now, only because it is his favorite, and I haven't really given it a chance. We play, but it's always at night when I'm tired, so I literally just like go around killing everybody.
Ooh,
That's
fuck.
pretty much
Ooh,
it.
fuck. Ooh, fuck. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so fucking dead. You fucking piece of shit. Oh, fuck me. Oh, this game is so fucking hard. But no, it's just like, it pisses me off though altogether. That just like, I try to go out of my way a lot for
Yeah.
people, and it's just like, I get shit on anyway, so.
Yeah, I feel that entirely. Like I've been through that multiple times, and till this day, I'm still going through it with some people and some things. But it's weird
Are you
with me
fucking kidding
because
me?
like, what happened?
Oh my god, I'm like trying to play this game and this game just fucked me.
It's just weird because I'm really one of those people, and honestly, it's very stupid and it's a very bad habit. Like, you always see, like I always see the good in people. When I choose to like actually get closer to people, I always choose to see the good in them, and then I always like try, for them to like make them see like, hey, you don't need to be like that. You could be like, you could be a fine person. You could be decent. Like, you don't have to do these bad things that you do. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you don't have to do these toxic little habits that you do. Like, honestly, you're just so used to, like, just blaming it on, oh, that's just how I am, that you're just so used to it. And then it's like, I try to help them out of it, and I wind up just getting, like, fucking destroyed. Because they just don't
Oh
get
my
me.
fucking god, who the fuck is behind me?
I always just try to be that person that I'm like always there for people when they need me, and it's like it's kind of a bad habit because sometimes I'm just like always there for others, but I'm not there for myself.
No, I feel you.
and I know it's a problem with me, but like it doesn't change, and I'd rather, in all honesty, have this habit where I care for others than be selfish, so I guess I just like stay with it, which it does wind up hurting me a lot, but I guess I'm a stronger person for it. Like I don't get, I don't get hurt as fast. I don't like take things personally as fast, I suppose. It just depends on the situation, if any. Like, let's say, like, if, for example, if, like, Menendez were to do something to me, I wouldn't really think much of it, because, truthfully, you don't really know him. But when Caesar does something to me, I've known him for 8 years, it's kind of like, you know how I am, you know how you are. Like, why would you do something like that? You probably would know that it would hurt me, you know?
Alright.
So I guess like it just depends, like time, place, situation, person, all that. Because it's like I will admit, like that one time like Caesar sent that picture, like he's known me for 8 years. He's known that I'm very insecure with how I look. And I think I'm ugly without ugly filters, you get me? So like when he sent that, it kinda hurt. Cause I'm like, you've been doing this to me for like a long time now, where every time we're in a group chat, like a new group chat with new people, you start sending ugly pictures of me. So it kinda got to me. Cause I'm like, I don't want anybody to see me like this. It's embarrassing because I think I embarrass myself enough on my own. So it just got to me. But like if like Menendez were to do something like that, I'd be like, "This, I don't really care. I'm gonna drop you and a like the pic because I don't really care about you." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what's today? Today is Thursday. Um, I usually hang out with Ruth like during the week, mostly on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, even sometimes Thursdays. It depends because we used to, well, I don't now, but she still has class until 3:30. So
Mm.
it just depends on a Thursday, but Tuesday and Wednesday for the most part, yeah, every Tuesday for the most part, it's a definitely. And Wednesday we hung out for the most part all day because Wednesday she gets out of class at 11, I believe. So she pretty much has the whole day. So we wind up going out and like getting coffee or going to our favorite like food place, which is Bake Shop, because like literally I've never eaten anything bad there. And we just like going there. And why don't we just get, did I say coffee already? We just get like coffee or whatever for the most part.
Alright.
Yeah, the next time I go, like if you want, I'll text you. Or like the next time I'm like even like, cause usually I try to plan things in advance for myself only because like I used to have a lot going on up until, Monday when he left, but um now it's pretty much like I'm free, so but usually I would like plan things in advance and I'm still gonna be that way just because it's better for me. But I'll let you know.
Yeah. No, it's like she's not bad looking. Like she's somebody that I would probably get in a relationship with.
She's a good person. She's like what I've come to know about her because we've gotten closer is that even if she can't do anything about the situation, she will still try to be there for you in any way, like even listening, you know what I mean? Which it's also because like in all honesty, she doesn't trust people and she doesn't let people get close to her, and neither do I, but I let her in first just because like I've come to know that she was a trustworthy person. So like when stuff started happening to me, I would tell her and then eventually she's like, "You know what? Like we're close," and she's like, "I really want to tell you what happened. Like I really want you to like tell me what you think." And I'm like, "Yeah, definitely. Like go ahead." So like she's caring and she'll try to be there for you, and
The
she's
funny thing
funny.
is just like I really like her smile. Like it's really hard to actually find somebody with a genuine smile like that.
Yeah, it's funny because speaking of her smile, I literally love how she Snapchatted me like maybe just an hour ago, like she usually does, because we have a streak going, and she snaps me like funny videos sometimes, and her teeth were so damn white, and I was like, "Girl, what do you do?" And she's like, "I'm actually trying to like whiten them in a natural way," and I was like, "Yes, bomb as fuck." Like she does have a nice smile, and she has really white teeth. She's really pretty, but she's very insecure. Like not very, but like she doesn't like her face.
How?
She like just like me, I have the same problem, and that's why she wears makeup every day. But like in all honesty, as of recent, I don't do that because I don't feel the need to impress anybody anymore because I have someone. So, for the most part, she like me and her are pretty much around the same age. We both had really bad cystic acne, and I have my scars on my face, like on my cheeks and on my forehead, but I didn't really care about them, and I do still do stuff to lighten them up. But hers have lightened up drastically. Like when she wasn't wearing makeup the one time I was with her, I forgot when, but I was like, girl, like your face doesn't look bad. But she doesn't like the way it looks, so she wears makeup and she will get up every freaking morning like I used to do, which I can't even believe I used to do this. But she'll wake up early just to put on makeup every morning, and I'm like, you don't need to.
She don't need makeup.
She doesn't. Like she's really pretty, and it's like honestly like there's nothing wrong with her, but like she just doesn't like little things about herself. And honestly, like what I tried to explain to her is I was like, you know what, the next time you feel this way about your skin, I don't know if you have any, because in all honesty, I don't really have any because I hated taking pictures of that time in my life. But I was like, if you do have a picture of you with your cystic acne, I was like, compare it to a picture of you today, and honestly, you will love yourself 100% better because you don't look like that. Like your face is like so clear now. Like honestly, without makeup, it's like, and not to mention, honestly, maybe it's just because like I don't really care about a person's looks, but like when I look at her, I never saw like, oh yeah, she had bad skin at one point. You know what I mean? Like I would have never guessed, to be honest. I mean, like everybody gets pimples here or there. You know, it's normal.
Some people got good skin, some people got some pimples.
Exactly, and it's like in all honesty, at the end of the day, they don't define a person at all. So like I don't know, but I get where she's coming from because just like she has things she doesn't like about her, I have things I don't like about her. So it's like I'll try to encourage her as best as I can, but like I also understand like just because a person says, hey, you don't need something, or hey, you're beautiful, it doesn't take that person to tell you that to make you feel better. It's you at the end of the day who needs to make yourself feel better, and until you can do that on your own, opinions aren't going to change.
Like, if
Maybe,
it was up to me, like, I'd take her on a date.
yeah. In all honesty though, the way she meets guys, I don't like it, but that's how she does it, and it's not my life, but she just meets guys at bars.
That's not always the best thing.
It's not.
Um, just
That's where she met
because
the
with
last guy.
how some of these guys are, it's just like usually when you go to a bar, you're just trying to fuck.
Pretty much. They're unpredictable. Like one minute they can be fine, the next minute they, you know, it's a different story, and it's like I don't like the way she does it, but honestly, she's like me, to be honest, but like just a different setting because I would never, you know, in a bar, but like that's her place, you know, that's where she feels comfortable. It's like, okay, like if you need help, let me know, you know what I mean? But like most of the time, she knows everybody at the bar because she goes there so much. Like she
And that,
knows all the bartenders. Her brothers like are frequents. Her friend, like her brother's friends are frequents. Like she's for the most part, she's good. She knows what she's doing.
it's just one of those things where you still want to like not be dumb.
Yeah. And I tell her, I'm like, if anything, like, let me know. It's not a problem. Because honestly, shit happens. And she was like, that. And she was just like, thank you for, like, you, like, you know, considering. And I'm just like, no, it's good. But, like, most of the time, her brothers got her. They always got her. One of them recently moved away to Miami, but the other one and her, they're so close. Like, she's close with her family. So, like, if
Right.
anything, she's got people. I just want to add myself to that list just in case. Yeah. But yeah, like you've been talking with Emily, like do you see any progress or did she just talk to you like, you know, business as usual?
What do you mean?
Like, do you try to flirt with her at all or like tell her like you would want to go out with her or anything like that? Like
For
did she try to flirt with you or
for sniper or
no, Emily.
no? It's like she'll tell me a lot of the stuff that's going on, and it's like I see it just like how guys treat her, like at work
Yeah.
and shit like that, and it's just like, yo, stop being a fuckboy.
I can see where that'd be kind of difficult, like, you know, because you like it, right? But she's over here telling you like this stuff about like how guys see her. You know what I mean?
She doesn't
Or
tell me how
how she
guys see
feels.
her. It's just like how you see it. Like it's just one of those things that's just like I
Well,
kind of
has she
see
ever
this.
like mentioned how she feels like about about anything like that?
She mostly says that she wants to fucking do her own thing.
Oh,
So like I
yeah, I can see
understand.
that. I don't know. That's kind of difficult because, in all honesty, when girls break up with guys, the most thing they want to do is that or distract themselves with another one. You know what I mean? But like, in all honesty, it's kind of difficult. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, you could, try now and be that one. You know what I mean? But then again, then it'll go like two ways. It'll go the way like me and Christian, for example, went, where it turned into something, or it can go the way where no, this is what we're doing. I don't really see you as that. It's just something to pass the time. You get me?
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, I kind of invited her out for coffee one time, and she kind of said
Hmm.
no. Like, she kind of ghosted me, and it pissed me off a little bit. But it's just like, whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. In all
Ooh,
honesty,
what the
sometimes
fuck? Why am I blank? Oh, fuck.
girls these days can be like very difficult because unless you're very straightforward with them, like they
Well,
won't give you the time
we
of
were
day.
in the middle of a conversation, so I kind of understand, like, I told her, it's like, yeah, let's just go get coffee and we can finish our conversation kind of thing.
Hmm.
So, it was one of those things where it's just like I was actually being serious about it.
I can tell you right now. I mean, like, if she really wanted to go, she would go. You know.
Yeah. I
The thing is,
just...
her opinion might have changed about you because it's been a while, right, since you asked her. Because that was when I was talking to you before, right? You asked her
What?
for coffee. I'm pretty sure that's what you were telling me. It was either her or Nicole. It was one of them.
You said Nicole had a thing for me.
It was either Nicole or it was either her, but you told, or both of them. I don't know. I remember you telling me, but I'm pretty sure it was either Nicole, but it could have been Emily too. But in all honesty, like, Emily's opinion, for example, could have changed with you. You know what I mean? Just because, like, maybe it's because you guys talk more.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I want to make more money though, so I could at least do more things. Oh shit. Get this up.
Oh, I definitely feel you on that. Honestly, like, as of recent, I've been doing a lot more. I've been experiencing new things. Like, I've never been canoeing. I just did that recently. I went to Universal. Um, there's like certain things that I've tried that I've wanted to try that I haven't, but I was like kind of let out of my comfort zone because in all honesty, I don't like leaving my house. And I went from me not leaving my house and going out occasionally to me going out every single day of my life.
Yeah, and that's the problem. I don't want to go out every single fucking day.
I don't either. Like, trust me, it's not something I want. Like, and when Christian comes back, it's something I'm gonna tell him. Because, like, in all honesty, and another thing is, like I was texting you, like, it's not good to see the same person every day because you will go tired of them. You will go irritated of them, and it's not good. Like, and I don't want that to happen. Like, every friendship or not, like, people need space. Even if you think you don't need it or want it, you need it. You know what I mean?
Well, the space in a relationship is really like well off. Just because you don't want things to get the same or...
Well, the thing is that, like, not what I, like, what I mean is, like, we hang out every single day. But I mean, like, we don't need to do that, you know what I mean? Like, we can stand, we both have a PS4, maybe we can play PS4, like, we can still talk on the phone and everything, but I don't think it's good to see each other every single day.
Fuck.
Like, trust me, as of right now, like,
Fuck
I
me,
don't
dude.
mind it.
Fucking fight the gold fucker! Jesus Christ, you piece of fucking shit teammate, dude.
Like, in all
Oh.
honesty, I still don't mind doing it. I still want to do it, but I know it's not something I should do.
Sweet. Oh my god, you're about to get fucked right now, dude.
I
Fucking
mean,
save
when
your
was the last
fucking
time you
life.
asked Emily out? Like, just maybe
Fucking
as, like, a
protect me,
normal
you
thing.
dick. And, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
When was the last time you asked Emily, like, to go out, or, like, or, you know, just normal or anything? Like, when was the last time you asked her?
It was the last, like, just not too long ago. It was when I asked her for coffee. But this fucking douchebag got me fucking killed, man. I'm so fucking pissed.
Like, so it was, like, recent,
It was
like,
pretty
last
recent.
month or so?
I would say within the last couple months.
In the last couple months. So, like,
But
probably when I talked to you, because, like, the last time I
no,
talked to
not
you was
even.
probably...
Not
You
even.
sure?
It
Because, like,
was,
it's been, like, 2.5 months.
yeah, no.
What the
I would say
hell?
like even before that.
What are you doing, you crazy bitch? No one called you. Excuse me. My phone has been acting really weird lately. Sorry, keeps coming on for no reason.
Oh my god, fucking help with this fucker, dude. Don't just fucking sit back and do your own fucking thing. Jesus Christ, I hate my fucking teammate, dude. Like, fucking straight up. Like, I'm literally
Ow.
trying to fucking kill this guy, and I'm fucking fighting by myself. Like, don't fucking help people if you're not gonna fight. For fuck's sake.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you just need to get, like... It's hard, because, like, I was about to say, like, maybe you should get closer to her, like, or try to, but the thing is she's gonna say no when you ask her to just go out for something as simple as coffee, like,
Fuck
that
me,
really doesn't work out. I don't really know. Girls are really hard these days. They either want to give you attention or they seriously just don't, and it's like, honestly, like, it sucks like that. Because, like, honestly, no one just gives anybody a chance anymore. Everybody's just
no,
so
because
worried.
everybody thinks that it's all gonna come out to one thing and nothing else. I'm like, come on, guys.
Which, I understand, because in all honesty, that's what I thought my situation was, until it wasn't. You get me? Like, but initially, I had to actually go out with that person first, you know what I mean? Like, to see what anything was.
I guess, but it's just
But,
I
like,
never.
everybody's just initially too afraid of, like, going out.
The
Like, in
funny thing
general,
is,
as,
like, I
like,
noticed because it's just like if like I've been getting, like I said on those messages, the profoundly shit. It's like, oh, I'm like, it's like, oh, I have a crush on you, all this and that. It's like, then who the fuck are you? Just stop
yeah,
fucking hiding behind a fucking app and just be straight fucking forward. Like
yeah,
one of them was just like, I'm surprised you're single. You're such a great guy. I'm like, I'm not really that great. I'm like a
yeah,
fucking asshole. Like, I'm not gonna fucking bend over backwards for anybody, even if I, like, am in love with you. Like, I'm gonna treat you the same like I treat everybody else, and it's, I don't,
um, I mean, I guess that's you, but, like, if I was, which I kind of am, but, no, I am, but if I love somebody, like, I would treat them differently than everybody else, like, I would give them more consideration, I would give them more attention, like, I would give them
well,
more of my time,
the
but
thing
other
is,
than
it's like, if
that,
I'm more focused on other things than really, and if you can't, like, understand that I'm actually trying to, like, go and really redevelop my whole, like, life for the better, and for the
yeah,
good, then why the
yeah,
fuck are you even like talking to me? Like like,
honestly, I understand that, and I'm actually currently in that situation. I mean, like, he did that. He left, you know, to better his life for something he wanted to do. He's been thinking about this for years now. Like, who was I to stop it? Even though I didn't want him to leave, but that's not my choice.
I thought about re-enlisting just because of the fact of it is that I hate being a civilian.
Oh?
Yeah.
Yeah, my boss Norm said that. He was in the army as well. He was thinking about it too, because he misses it, he said. He said at first, you know, it's something you get used to, but he's like after a while, he's like, and you leave, he was just like, you kind of miss that life. And I'm like, yeah,
It's not even missing the life. It's just like, really, civilians are just garbage.
yeah. I mean, I guess it depends who you talk to.
Like, I've met some cool people and I've done some like decent things, but it's just like, the people that like how each other like everybody treats each other is like garbage. Like when I was in the
Well,
military, it's like yeah, I'd get laid like almost every other day, and it's like it was cool and shit. But there's like at work, it's like people are just like fuck it, no, like I don't give a fuck about anybody but myself, and I'll fuck over everybody if I need to. I'm like that's like I understand there's people like that in the military, but come the fuck on, guys. Like
I mean, if you think about it, like being in the military itself is a different lifestyle. I mean, you guys also get treated differently for the most part. Like at first, I mean, not to mention you guys have higher expectations in a way. Um, Honestly, they also try to teach you to be a certain way. So like when you guys do come back, it's like regular people aren't going to be that way. They've never had to experience something like that.
I don't know. All I know is just like it's tiring dealing with people.
Like I said, it depends who you talk to. Because in all honesty, if this is just me, but like, and I consider myself not like everybody else for the most part. Like I feel like I'm more open-minded. I don't know. I feel like I try to be more understanding. Like Caesar, he could be that way only because he's been through stuff. You know what I mean? Like it depends who you get. Because there's just some people nowadays that like stuff has happened to them so much, or like certain things, like they just close themselves off completely. And it's like maybe you're just even trying to be their friend, but it's like then they get all, I don't trust these people, I don't trust bitches, I don't trust this. Like, okay, well, make that decision after you know the person.
I don't make decisions like that before anything. It's just I just know with the most part like everything I've been through. It's like why am I gonna go out of my way for you when
Yeah.
like I've literally had mental breakdowns at work because I've done so much and because the fact that right now in my life things are going a specific way, it stresses
Yeah.
me out. And it's just like how are you gonna like just be a complete another fucking cunt about shit? You know?
Honestly, I'm telling you that it's probably just Target's environment because it's like I understand what you're talking about. Because in all honesty, what I've noticed there, especially in the electronics department, is that everybody thinks that they're doing a better job than everybody else. They think that they're doing like everything they can, and in reality, they're probably doing like half the work, or they're not doing what they're supposed to. It's like what I've noticed is that, like for example, even Caesar's guilty of this. Like he thinks he does the world. You know what I mean? And honestly, I can tell you right now that sometimes, no, he doesn't. Like, for Nick, for example, the same thing. Hannah, for example, the same thing. It's
Oh
like,
dude, I fucking
most of
like
them,
I'm at a point like cuz I try to be cool with Hannah cuz we went to the same
yeah,
high school and shit together and I'm like cool.
yeah,
It's like that's something you don't see every day. But it's just like
yeah.
Hannah's like gotten on my fucking
She
nerves.
is definitely something to get used to because I don't remember if I told you this or not, but when I was working there, I came over and Caesar was there and Hannah was there and I was talking to Hannah and like she was already upset about something, but like she copped an attitude with me and I looked at her and I was like, sweetie, I was just like, I'm not the one who did anything to you. I was like, you can drop that attitude real fast. And then I walked away and she got so mad and then started talking shit to me, like about me to Caesar. And I was like, bitch, you didn't think he was gonna tell me? And then Caesar was like, all she said was, oh, she didn't need to be like that. And I was just like, well, she didn't need to have an attitude with me. And I was just like, I don't appreciate that when I've had a hard day as well. Like, I'm working the same job as her. I was like, don't cop an attitude with me. I was like, I didn't do anything to you.
I feel you.
So we had a little disagreement. I was back on track with her literally that night because I don't hold grudges. I was like, if we're all adults, you know what I mean? Like, yes, I might get mad at you for something. I might get upset, but it's like, it's not something to end relationships right then and there. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So it's like I was cool with her like that night, but like it pisses me off because I feel like she's always like that. Like she always like she'll go into work with like a certain type of attitude most of the time, and I'm just like, okay, well whatever it was that got you like this, I didn't do it to you, so don't show this to me. Like, talk to me normal, talk to me nice, or get out of my face.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I tried like being cool with her and shit and then it's just like whatever. Like I'm tired.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, what are you trying to do for this new job? Alex,
What's up?
what are you trying to do for this new job? Like, are you still trying to get, like, hired?
Yeah, I have to do a drug test, which I'm kind of worried about.
Oh, how recent?
I smoked on Sunday.
And, oh, I'm gonna be honest with you. When did you schedule it yet?
Yeah, I have to do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow or
Yeah.
Sunday? Tomorrow's. I mean, how much water have you been drinking?
I mean, I've been pissing a lot, so...
Okay, I mean, that is a good enough time, but I'm gonna tell you right now, because you're a bit, like, bigger, it stays in your system longer. Especially because it just takes longer to flush out because apparently that shit absorbs in your fat cells. So it might be okay, it might not, because in all honesty, Sunday to tomorrow, which is Friday, should be all right, just depending on how much you drank and how much you pissed.
I mean, on average, like, I usually piss at least 3 times a night, so...
So, I mean, I guess we'll definitely see.
I mean, I hope so, if anything, and if he calls me, it's like, hey, you didn't pass your drug test, what's up? I'm gonna just tell him, it's like, look, I've been looking to get my, like, medical card and shit like that, but I just got, like, and then, like, with the situation with my dad, I had gotten so fucking stressed working at fucking, like, Target that I had a mental breakdown, and to keep from actually, like, just going over the edge, like, I just had to mellow out. So,
I understand, like, completely. I understand. In all honesty, it just sucks because, you do it to try to keep yourself from going over the edge, but while you're still trying to better yourself, with your everyday life, and it's
well,
just like, there's no
Florida
winning some of the
is gonna
time.
be like making it into like a legal state anyway. So,
Understandable. They honestly might not even care. They might just make you do it again. Most places do, to be honest.
well, the big thing is
But
it's just like the guy. If you look at my resume and everything, like the guy was super impressed, and like I tell him the truth about what the fuck's going on with Target, and I'm like, I honestly don't give a fuck, like
yeah,
about Target, because no matter what I do, it seems like everything is wrong, and I just need that whole like I feel like this is a better opportunity. This is something that I like enjoy. I love cars. This is my passion. Like there's no way that like I'd rather deal with somebody yelling at me about a car part than like me getting yelled at about why I don't have fucking AirPods.
understandable.
Like a car part, like I understand you're pissed because this is like your fucking car that you're driving around almost every day. Like AirPods, you're yelling at me because you want to be bougie. Like fuck off.
Yeah, I understand. Um, Honestly, like, I don't know, balancing your life in general is just pretty hard, especially when like you want somebody in it, but like you're not technically ready for someone to be in it. You know what I mean? But technically, like, you're okay to have someone in it as long as like y'all support each other and grow with each other, because then it makes life easier.
Mm.
It's just a matter of like finding that person, because honestly, that's very hard, like extremely hard. Because everybody nowadays is always like, okay, well, I know you got to do this, but I have to do this, and at the end of the day, it's me over you. Not like, oh, we're trying to, grow here. We're trying to be something here. Like, let us, take the time to realize each other's goals and what each other's doing at the time, which sucks, but
I'm not too fucking scared about anything. Like this guy, like I even told him straight up, it's like once everything's set up, like I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm trying to bust my ass to become a key holder here because this is the biggest job opportunity that I've had. You know,
mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
this is the first time that I've actually had like gone through. It was like the quickest interview, and he's just like, oh, I don't like, kind of like, oh, I don't really give it too much a fuck, but
Mm-hmm.
like this is like what I need. This is everything. Like he was straightforward about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how long till your thing's done so I could just fucking carry you? What the fuck?
What part of the military were you in?
What's up?
What part of the military were you in?
Oh, I was in the Navy, why?
Oh, you were in the Navy. Oh no, I was just wondering. What was your MO?
They're called rates, and I was gas turbine systems technician, so...
So you were like on base for the most part? Or what did you have to do?
I did a lot of like dry, like land shit.
Oh,
So, like, yeah, it was cool. Like, there's nothing different about it.
so like, how long was your basic? Like,
It
cause
was,
did you have AIT as well?
fuck is AIT?
I guess that's an army thing. I don't know. Like, how long was your basic though?
It was 8 weeks because I was in the special warfare program.
It was 8 weeks. And did you do anything after that? Like, well, obviously you did, but I mean, like, did they train you
I
or
went to
teach you
A
how to do your job
school.
after that?
Yeah, you have to do that. It's your A school and shit. Like,
And how many weeks did that take?
oh fuck, like a while.
Would you say like another 10 weeks?
I got out in November, and I was there pretty much almost because I did there for New Year's and everything, and I didn't get to my next command until like the middle of the following year. So 2013 is where I went to my main command. So, ooh, what's this? Ooh, what? A speaker
I don't know. I know it's a different branch. I'm just trying to like understand everything.
Okay, so how it works out is no matter what, every military branch pretty much has the same concept. So
Yeah, I've noticed.
you
It's
go to
just
boot
the
camp, you
lengths are
go
shorter.
do your fucking training. Well, it depends on the branch. Like the Army's is 12 weeks. I mean, for the most part, it's mostly
It's
12 weeks for all of it.
19.
Oh, what the fuck? They raised it? Oh, no wonder, because the
So
fact that it is...
basically, he has basic for 9, and then for the next 10, he has AIT where he learns how to do his actual like job of MP, and then he
No, it
graduates afterwards.
should be a lot
I'm
longer
pretty
than
sure that's
that.
what it is.
No,
Well,
his...
altogether, it's 19 weeks, and at the end of, I'm sorry, not, yeah, no, it is 9 technically because it's 2 months. So after 2 months, his basic is finished.
What the fuck? What kind of basic is that?
I don't know. I read about it, and that's what he said, and that's what the recruiter said, and uh,
That's if he doesn't get
whoever he
hurt or
talked
anything
to.
like that, too. So, like, if he can't make the cut or he gets hurt, they either can keep him back or kick him out, and those are the two big things. Like, he's trying to be an MP, so he's gonna fucking hate his life anyway.
I mean, I have faith in him.
I
He's
mean,
pretty
MPs
tough
are
for the
treated like
most part.
garbage because they're fucking garbage anyway. They try to act all hard and shit, but it's like, bitch, you're not a real fucking cop. Fuck out of here.
To each their own, I suppose.
I don't know. All I know is it's just like he's probably gonna be
In all
standing guard
honesty,
and hating life.
that wasn't his initial choice, but they weren't taking anybody for the one he originally wanted. Don't ask me what it was. I have no idea. But then eventually he just chose MP.
Um,
In all honesty, he wasn't even looking into the Army first. He was looking into the Air Force, but they told him that he was too fat.
yeah, the Air Force is bougie. Like, they want you
Oh
to
yeah.
be... Like, the Air Force has got the hottest bitches. Like, in all honesty, who the fuck are you? Get out of my fucking squad, bitch.
Like my friend Spencer, right after high school, like I still like talk to him sometimes, and I saw him on Snap and like Insta. He's in the Air Force, and he met his girlfriend in the Air Force, and they're still together and everything like that. But he travels nonstop. Like he looks like he's living the life, and I'm like, bro, I have never seen you actually do one like hard thing, like in your
No,
life
like,
there. But
The Air Force is, like, where you want to be a pussy. Like, straight up. Like, there's the only two branches that are pretty much, like, nobody gives a fuck about, and that's, like, the Air Force and the fucking, what is that shit called? I forgot
National
what the other
Guard.
No, the National Guard's actually like worthwhile because they actually take care of shit
I
at
was,
home.
I don't know. I was just thinking of all them because all I know is like the Navy, the Army, the Marines, the Air Force, National
Oh,
Guard,
Coasties. Nobody gives a fuck about
Coast
Coasties.
Guards.
Yeah, fuck the Coasties.
I don't know, but because like okay, so his mom sent me a thing today, like breaking everything down. It's extremely long, but it was talking about like red, white, and blue, and like the phases, and like everything, and like initiate, not initiation. It started with an R. Reception week, which is this week.
The fuck. All I know
I
is
don't
it's
know.
like if I joined the army, I'd probably get fucking like they would probably just fucking try me, and I'm just like, look, y'all boy, like I could do your job 3 times fold and fucking still make you look like an idiot.
Um, I don't really know. Honestly, like it's it's honestly like I'm gonna tell you right now, like it's weird because it doesn't feel like he went away. It feels like he died. In all honesty, it
I
feels like I
mean,
said bye so he can just fucking die, and I'm just like it. It feels like now there's something missing, and it sucks.
well, it happens. I mean, he went to like a shitty branch. Like he's literally, and I didn't want to tell him this because he wanted, like, actually no, I think I did tell him this. Uh,
Are you
that
saying something? Oh,
me and fucking Kevin, because we were both in the military and Kevin was Marines and I'm obviously Navy.
yeah,
Like, straight up
yeah.
told him, it's like, hey, like, it fucking sucks, dude. Like, you're gonna hate your life. Don't fucking go crying when you try, like, when you regret the choice that you made.
He didn't regret it. He doesn't regret it. Like he doesn't know what's in store, but like he was ready. You know what I mean? He was ready for what was in store. It's just that like me, because like in all honesty, you have to understand, I didn't expect any of this to happen, like any of it. So like now it's the time where I'm like, okay, now I actually have to go like through it, and it's like, I mean, he has it worse than I do. Don't get me wrong, but like this is different.
I don't know. All I know is it's just like the army is where you go when you're not smart enough for the Navy and you're not strong enough for the Marine Corps.
Well, he never wanted to go into the Marines,
That's fucking stupid.
but I don't know what he was thinking about the Navy. All I know is that like he tried the Air Force. Honestly, when he was going through that phase, I didn't really listen because like honestly, he just kept like going wherever to see like and inquire about everything. And then one day it was just like, oh yeah, I picked. I'm gonna join the army. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm just like, yeah, like it's whatever because like I didn't really hang out with him. You know, I didn't really know him. This was like back at Target. And like then when I started hanging out with him, he was like, yeah, going to MEPS or whatever. So like I'll see you in like 2 days, and I'm like, all right, bye. Like it's all right. I mean, like I'm gonna survive. Obviously, I don't really see him anyway. And then like after that, he still had to go to MEPS, and like I think it was like 2 more times after that. And then like the second time he went when I was hanging out with him, I'm like, oh, this kind of sucks.
I only had
And
to
then
go
the
to
third
MEPS
time he
twice,
went,
so he must have did something wrong.
oh no, he didn't. He wears glasses, and they said that he had an astigmatism in his eye,
That doesn't matter.
but that's what I'm saying. But like they made it like the woman made it a big deal, and like the guy was like, it's not, like he's fine. So, but that's what made him like not, you know. So that's what happened with it. But
I mean, if he was trying to join, like, the Air Force, they're gonna make it a big fucking deal.
yeah.
Because
But
they're
in
not
all
gonna
honesty,
give the
they wouldn't
bougie
even
life
consider
to
him. They literally
anybody.
just told her, like they literally just told him straight up, like they didn't even consider. They're like, no, you're too big.
Jesus Christ. Because because it's funny because if you look at, I don't know, this might sound really racist, but it's like, if you look at some of the black girls that even joined the Air Force, they're fucking fat.
Maybe it's different. I don't know. Like they're short.
Well, no matter what,
Or
it's
something.
just no. The taller you are, the fatter you could be.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So
But like I'm saying, like they're probably like they could be big, but it's also because they could be short, so they just appear bigger than they actually are. I don't know.
it's just funny to me because there's like I've seen some videos and pictures of different like women in the military, and it's just like you look at some of these like so oh man, if I could, I'd fuck the shit out of her. She's Jamaican, and we went to like our sea school together and everything like that. Like we were in Cali, and like she's super fucking like fit, right? And she like when you look at her, she's somebody that's like, yeah, if you were in the Air Force, you could probably be accepted, right? But when you look at some of the girls that are black in the Air Force, you're like, how the fuck did you even get in? Like, did they just
Yeah.
need to make like a black quota? And they're just like, oh, you're fucking fat, but we don't give a shit. So here, we need to make our quota.
I don't know. Like maybe
Like,
they have different jobs.
it
Like
just like it just looks like, oh, I need a diverse quota hit, so we're just letting you in. I'm like, what the fuck? Like when I was in
Yeah.
boot camp, like too, like I wasn't the smallest dude there, but I was actually one of the fittest when it came to like getting like the push-ups, sit-ups and shit. It's just running in the cold fucking sucks.
yeah.
Because it's just like, I can't breathe. Like, I haven't ran in the cold
Yeah.
before, so it's just like, and how they make us run, it's like, it's cold as shit, and we're in shorts and a t-shirt. So I'm like, that's not gonna
Yeah.
keep me fucking warm, guys. Like, I'm down for the shorts, but at least let me wear my fucking sweatshirt.
Yeah. I
But,
don't know.
like, running that shit, it's, like, running in Florida compared to running in another state up north is a lot different. Like, when I got used to the weather in Virginia, like, I was running, like, at least 3 miles and fucking killing it in time. Like, I was running under 30 seconds, 30 minutes. Like, I think my fastest time that I ran just normally was, like, 25 minutes, which isn't bad. It's not good, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
But then, like, I came down here and did a 5K, and it took me, like, 32 minutes because it was so fucking humid. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, ah. Like,
Yeah, that's
I was super fucking sweaty and dying, and I'm just like, fuck my life.
I mean, like, it's funny because, like I said, I underestimated how long a certain time period could be. Because, like, when I thought 2 months, I'm like, oh yeah, I've been in so many situations where like 2 months was nothing. You know what I mean? But like, it was very different. And like, it's only the third day that he's gone, and I'm sitting here like, okay, well, it's fucking. I'm not gonna lie, I cried. I'm a little bit sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. But like, it's just like certain things where like, I was going through like my Snapchat, and then I saw videos, and I'm like, oh. And then I started tearing up, and I'm like, okay, well, let me just stop doing this. And then I went on, like, my Instagram because, like, I posted a picture recently, and then I started, like, seeing pictures of him, and I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. And then his mom, every time his mom messages me about it, I get just depressed.
That's
I'm just
really
like,
weird that,
thank you.
like, you guys only been talking for really, like, a couple months and shit like that, and his mom has your number. Like, I'd be like, bitch, the fuck?
It's not actually strange. Like, I'm really close to his family. Like, I know his sister, his dad, him. It's funny because his dog supposedly likes no one, but she likes me. Like, she's actually allowed out of her cage when I'm there. I know his brother. I know his aunt. Like, I know majority of them.
What the fuck?
And, like, he's been over here. Like, he's known my mom. He knows my sisters.
I only
Caesar.
heard your sisters. Like, I've never met your sisters, and they're fucking sassy as shit.
Oh, jeez, you have no fucking clue.
Like, they get that shit from you, probably.
No, the hell they don't. Literally, I'm the nicest out of all of them.
Everybody loves me, so.
You're definitely right about that.
I don't know why
But yeah.
people try to talk to me and shit. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Please stop.
Honestly, like, I don't care what you think of me because I will always try because there's this certain thing about you that, like, literally is like, no, like, I'm gonna talk to him and he's gonna fucking talk to me, and if he doesn't, I'm gonna bug his ass.
Oh Jesus.
It's always been that way. Since I met you, it's been that way. I don't know, like, what
Why?
it is about you. I have no idea. It's like, I don't know. It's weird. Like when I talk to you, it seems like you're open, but not all open, which is understandable. But it also seems like you're, I don't know. It seems like you're there, but you're not there.
I don't get it.
Yeah, neither do I. But you know, at the end of the day, I will always bug you. Even if what you think I forgot about you, which I didn't, I'm gonna come back. And I'm gonna be like, Alex, with a whole bunch of X's. You're gonna be like, what the fuck you want, bitch? And I'm gonna be like, fucking talk to me. And you're gonna be like, oh my god. And I'm gonna be like, no, fucking talk to me, you stupid bitch. And you're gonna be like, oh, I guess. And then one word me every time until I stop, but I'm not gonna stop.
I don't give a fuck. Do you?
I usually do. And it's like, it's weird, because it's funny, because in high school, if you would have met me in high school, I did never acted this way. Like, I was always shy, I was quiet, I hated everybody, I was timid. Let people walk all over me, to be honest. Now, very different. Very. And it's like, in all honesty, I've learned that if, for the most part, if I don't do me, I'm literally wasting away for no reason. Not to mention, now it's funny because the one thing I can't stand, because I've changed so much, is if someone fucking disrespects me, I swear to God, it's done. It's just done. Like, I hate being disrespected, and it's like when people disrespect me and they still try to keep going, like,
What
I
if
will
I
make your life
disrespect
hell.
you?
I will come after you, but
I'm
like,
disrespect you.
bitch, you can't disrespect me. Don't even try, because I will come after you. But like, in an all serious note, like, don't, because it's not fun.
No, I just don't understand. It's like why people really want to talk to me, and I'm just like,
Because I want to. I can't explain it. I just want to. Okay. I don't think you're a shit person. I don't think you're boring. I don't know why you think these things. So shut your whore mouth, okay? And let me just talk to you, because I want to. Like, it's funny because like this week, you're actually one of the first person I thought of. Because I'm like, you know, I used to talk to him quite a lot for the situation. I was just like, back at like, the first person, let's see, the first person I hit up was Karina, because I miss her. And she became a vegan.
oh, Karina's the lesbian one, girl, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was the first one, and then Ruth I've always hung out with no matter
Let me
what.
know when she wants to be straight. Like I got her.
Honestly, she tried. She really tried because she told herself, she was like, you know, how do I know? Because I've never been with one. And then she did, and he was fucking crazy. So,
But
like, she was like,
that's
yeah, never
one guy
again.
though. Like you can't
It
let
is,
one
but she
guy.
also, like, anything, like, anytime anything sexual came up, she did not feel it at all, and she was like, I don't want this. So she kind of like, came to terms, and she was just like, yeah, that's not for me. I know it's not for me. I don't know why I did that to myself.
I just think it was the person. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like you still like one person isn't gonna like make you like know that you're lesbian.
In
There's
all
different types of
honesty,
people. Like
when they first got together, like, trust me, like, I thought that there could have been a chance that she was, like, maybe bi, because the way she described him, like, she was like, oh my god, like, he looks like a fucking god, like, he's chiseled to the gods, like, he has abs, like, oh my god, he's so hot, like, she would say all this stuff, and then, like, when things actually started getting serious, and, like, they actually try to do something, she would be like, ew, like, no, like, I don't want that, like, don't touch me. So, like, I don't know. It's just like, she knows. She knows. And she's always been this way for as long as I can remember. And I've known her the same time I've known Caesar because I met them at the same time. So I've known her for 8 years now as well. But yeah,
No.
the first person I hit up was her, and you're the second person. And then, well,
Caesar's
technically the first
third
person was Caesar. No, technically the first was Caesar because I actually went out with him already, and like he was the first one I called because like I was really really bummed. And then after that, I hung out with Karina. I hung out with Ruth and Reyes, and then like I was like, like I've been wanting to do this, so like let me just do it. So then like I just messaged you, and then weirdly enough, like it's funny, this like childhood friend of mine, Joey, he used to live in my neighborhood, and like he used to be like literally like my brother. Like he's been messaging me from time to time, and then like today we were just talking, and I'm like, oh well, that's different. But yeah, I don't know. I just like I don't think it's healthy to isolate yourself. You know what I mean? I mean,
isolate
like
myself all the
sometimes. Well, me is like I'm the same. Don't get me wrong. I'm exactly the same. But it's like when I do go out, it shouldn't be with the same person because like it's just not. It's not good for either of you, to be honest. And it's like I knew that already, but it's like it just wasn't clicking in my head because like that's what I wanted to do, and it's still kind of what I want to do. But like I know that it shouldn't how it is. It shouldn't be how that is. Like, you should make time for everybody. You should make time for other people. Like, no matter what, like, even though you want to be with that person, you shouldn't. Space is always key for everything, you know what I mean? But in all honesty,
this
like,
is just like a
what
heads
happened?
up warning too, like, because you want to be with Christian. Like, people, and I'm being 100% honest, this isn't like some, like, me trying to tell you something different. Like,
I
people
already know what
change
you're probably gonna say,
afterwards.
but go ahead. I know. Don't get me wrong. I know 100%. And there's a lot of stuff that I talked about, but like, because we agreed on something, you get me? I'm gonna go through with that until it doesn't, you know? Because, like, when I'm literally, like, I will tell you like this, I may, like, flirt, or sometimes, like, little shit, but, like, at the end of the day, you won't ever catch me with anybody else. That's just not how it is. Ever. Period.
Alright.
Like, 5 months is a long time, but honestly, as of right now, I don't see myself with anybody else. Anybody. And honestly, like, it's not only him who's gonna change a lot because of, like, the whole thing that's going on, but, like, I've realized that when someone leaves my life, even if it's temporary or permanently, I adapt, like, very fast. Yeah, I get bummed at first, but I adapt to them not being there. You know what I mean? Like, I get used to them not being there, and I go about my life. So it's like when he comes back, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I need you all the time. I want to be with you all the time. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, hey, I miss you. But, like, I've been used to it, you know?
I was just letting you know, so it's just like if he comes back and he's a completely different person, you're just like, oh wow, you're fake, kind of thing.
In
Cause
all honesty, I'm actually hoping that he is, because the person that he is currently is very childish, very immature, doesn't think about anybody but himself. Don't get me wrong, has a lot of good qualities. But there's some things he needs to change, and he can't do it himself apparently, so maybe this will do it for him.
how can you not do that shit yourself? Like, the fuck?
Honestly, it just depends on what type of person you are, because, I thought the same thing, and his mom had to explain to me, because, in all honesty, for a person that's 21, I believe, like, personally, that I'm very mature. I understand a lot of things. If something is wrong, I'll try to fix it. If I did something wrong, I'll own up to it, and then I'll try to fix it, you know what I mean? Or I'll try to, like, understand what I'm doing before time in the situation so I don't make a mistake. He's not capable of a lot of that, which honestly just means, like, his parents did not discipline him enough, to be honest. They let him get away with a whole bunch of shit. Like, he never had consequences, it seemed like. And honestly, I told him that, and I was just like, honestly, it it's just different because like every time he did something wrong, personally, I would look at him and like I would get angry, but like I would literally look at him and be like, honestly, this is something you should have considered on your own. You should have thought before you spoke or before you did something. And it's like the fact that you didn't and you didn't know to do it is like, what the hell? You're 20. But then again, you know, you're what? You're 20. What? You're 26.
I'm 24. Holy fuck.
You're 24. That was my first guess, but in all honesty, I always thought you were older. But what is it? So you're 24. He turned 20 last October. So in all honesty, yeah, he's very young, to be honest. I mean, like girls, they just work different. And in all honesty, I can tell you right now that I've been through way more than he has. So it's like he's just very nonchalant and very, like I said, immature and a bit childish. But like maybe that's gonna change. Hopefully it changes. It probably will change, but you know, we'll see. Because like, you know, he still gets to call every once in a while. And he still gets to write, which he said he will, and he wants me to, and he wants his mom to. It's like, yeah, he'll change, but you know, we'll try. I guess we'll kind of see that eventually, you know, through the phone conversations and through the letters, you get me. And it's like I'm trying to go for his graduation, and it's like I'm gonna witness all of this, you know. And it's like, in all honesty, I hope it's for the better, and in fact I hope it does teach him, because in all honesty, there's a point in life where, you know, at a certain age you can't be making these mistakes, and you need to know when is enough and is enough. Because it's like eventually one day you're going to be responsible for other people. You need to be responsible for yourself, and he's just not.
No. Like, the big thing that I've noticed about Christian is like, if you don't know what branch you want to go in, then more than likely you're going to join the wrong branch, you know what I mean? It's like one of those things. It's written. Oh, fuck off! Oh my god.
In all honesty, like I said, I wasn't there for the beginning of like him starting this sort of thing, because like, in all honesty, I was still working at Target with you and with him, with Caesar, and in all honesty, I kept my distance from him like to the extreme, because he didn't seem like a good person, you know what I mean? He didn't seem like, he seemed, you know what he was like, to be honest. He flirted with fucking everybody, Alex. Like, he literally wanted everybody at the same time. He thought, like, honestly, he seemed so fucking conceited, it wasn't even funny. Like, everybody knew how he was like. Everybody knew what the hell he acted like. And it's like, in all honesty, and every time he would ask to hang out with me, it was a fat fucking no. All the time. It was a no, 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 no. Until one day, it wasn't. And then that one day turned into every day. And then, yeah.
I don't know. I'm just... the way he acted before, people don't really change. Like...
Yeah, that's what I told him. But, you know. Honestly, I told him... Okay. I told him, and I usually tell this to everybody, people don't change, but people can grow, and people can... Learn to better themselves.
But it's
you know
just
what I mean?
like... The way
but old habits die hard.
Oh yeah, like being young and dumb and shit like that. Like, especially like seeing new faces of girls. Like, I can tell you right now, it's like it's gonna be one of those things.
And in all honesty, I've thought about all of this, but like I said, I am true to what I say. I always have been. And until it does, that's when I will make my decision. But for right now, I don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like,
I say focus on you, in all honesty, while he's away. Do you?
I know, that's what everybody's been telling me, and in all honesty, I want to do me, but like, I can't do me to my full potential, because technically, you know, I'm not, you know, alone. I mean, I am, but you know what I mean, right?
Are you? You're not used to being alone. You're used to being with somebody.
Yeah.
In all honesty, every time.
In all honesty, like, I've never, like, when initially, to be honest, I was always alone up until the age of 20, and then after 20, it was like non-stop, and I'm like, I need to stop being like that. I mean, I'm not like some slut. I'm just saying, like, I've only ever had like 2 boyfriends. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's like, But like, you know how I am. So it's like, I literally, to be honest, I didn't hold it against him because I was the same way. Like, I flirt with everybody. This is how I am. And it's like, it's like, it's gonna come out sometimes, and it's not intentional. That's just me. But in all honesty, I know he's like that. You know what I mean? It's not gonna change. Especially, it might even get worse because he's not here. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. Like because you're not married. You're gonna be apart for a very long time. Like,
You're right.
and the big thing is, the reason I tell you is never get married right out of the bat on like the military shit, just because it like it happens a lot, and I see those like relationships literally get fucked. Oh fuck, what? Oh fuck, let me open all four. Like, I literally had a friend that got married right after boot camp and shit like that, and come to find out they're divorced already. Like,
I
they've
get where you're
been
coming from.
like,
It's nothing I haven't thought of, you know?
and like, I don't want you to go through all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, just as a
Yeah.
person, I don't want you to
Yeah.
like. It's like, oh, really love him and stuff like that, and then boom, out of nowhere, it's just like, oh, the relationship's already over, kind of thing.
The thing is, it's like, as of right now, like, I do have strong, like, I do love him, you know? It's just, if on honesty, like, I'm not also dumb enough because it's like, I have my own stuff going on. Like, I do know what I want to do in life, and it's like, somebody else is not going to stop that just because, you know, not only do, like, they're all of a sudden they're fine, you know, they're out of basic, they're getting their job, and you know what I mean, they're in the military and stuff like that. I got my own stuff too, you know what I mean? I
Hmm.
can't start moving around for somebody else. It's like, I gotta do my own thing. It's like, I've already thought about all, like, everything you're telling me, like, I appreciate it. I've thought of it already, and it's like, honestly, I thought of all the outcomes, and it's like, in all honesty, it sucks that I'm actually going through with this, because, like, every outcome I've seen so far does not end good.
Yeah, like, I don't want you to fucking deal with like shitty situations or anything like that as a friend, but it's gonna
Yeah,
happen. Like,
I know.
things are gonna go through. Like, you might be like, yo, he's the best. You might work out while he's away and shit like that, and that's cool. It's just, as somebody that's experienced relationships in the military and everything like that, like, I see it, you know.
Yeah. I know.
So it's just one of those things where it's just like, you can't control it. Shit fucking happens.
I mean, no one knows as best as me, especially because that's a long time to be away from someone. People get lonely. I'm not stupid. It's just,
Can I fucking jump in the fucking train? Holy fuck.
you know, it's just like, even though I'm not going through something like basic, you know, I just feel like if I can do it, you know, other people should be able to. But it's like, I understand the situations are hard, but like, I'm not gonna be understanding to the point where if he, you know, comes back and says, hey, something, and I'm gonna be like, no, I'm gonna stop you right there, done. You know what I mean?
Right.
'Cause it's like, I'm not gonna, I've never have been cheated on, and it's not gonna happen. It's not.
Well, the big thing is, it's like, you shouldn't need to justify any form of relationship or anything just because you're with, like, talking and shit like that. Like,
We're not just talking, we've been dating for 3 months.
well, you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, but like, it just sucks hearing it, because, you know, I've been thinking about it, like, a lot, you know?
I say, take everything with a grain of salt. Like, if he's exactly this, like, the way that you want him to be, and you feel like you can make it work long distance, do it. If not, I'm gonna be honest, like, do you?
The thing
You know?
is, I know I can, and it may not seem like it because of what happened with, you know, Eddie, but like, the thing is, it wasn't because like I didn't like him or anything, it's just because it was getting hard because he was getting like unbearable. He was like, call me every 5 seconds. He did not want to not be on the phone with me. I couldn't even fucking go to the bathroom with him, like, not being on the phone with me. He constantly wondered where the hell I was at every second, and I was like, I understand, but then I would ask him, and I'd be like, okay, but you trust me, right? And he'd be like, oh, yeah, and I'd be like, okay, well, then you can't be there for every second of my life. I'm just like, I gotta go to the bathroom sometime. I gotta go to school sometime. I have to work sometime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he was getting really petty towards the end, saying like, "Okay, fine, you want to be like that? You don't want to talk to me? I'll just talk to others." And I was just like, "Okay, like, do you?" At the end of the day, I don't. We're not together.
Yeah.
So I was just like, honestly, I don't care. And then honestly, he started getting so petty that I was like, okay, I'm already gonna forget about him. And then that's when Christian hardcore again, after I haven't worked there for actually a couple weeks, started like, hey, you wanna hang out? You wanna hang out? And I was like, honestly, it might have initiated that only because I was like, you know what? Yeah, because like it's not like I'm gonna be doing anything. So it's like I'm like, yeah. But then it ended up like not going as I planned. So. It would be different, you know, if we weren't together, but it's... Okay, well, okay, there's two things. What leads me to believe that it'll be okay, even if he changes and stuff like that, is he was in a relationship with a girl named Katie. I'm pretty sure you've heard about her.
Yeah, he's obsessed with her. So.
Yeah, for 5 years, you know what I mean? Um, he even was engaged to her, and, like, he knew that she cheated on him constantly, but never once did. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, the reason why I believe that is because his mom was like, honestly, my son is a lot of things. He's stupid sometimes. He doesn't learn from his mistakes as fast. He's immature. And when he's single, he's a whore. Like, that's what she said to me. She's like, straight up, he's a whore. He's a slut. And I'm just like, oh. And then she was like, but when he's serious, he is serious. And I've never known him to be a cheater. Like, I've never known him to be that. And then she was just like, she's like, I don't like to mention it, but take his last one, for example. He knew he would tell me what she was doing, and still, instead of going out and doing the same, he still held out hopes that something would be different eventually, and all he did was, like, he would just go about his day. He would work, he would come home. That's about it. And I'm just like, oh. And she said, like, even though like he knew all this, he would still go and drive to Georgia to visit her. And I'm just like, that's terrible.
Because
And she was
the
like,
big thing is, it's like if he like the big thing is like he's overly obsessed with your ex, you're gonna fucking like just fucking never change, you know?
well, in all honesty, like, that was one thing I was never worried about, because that shit actually got shut down real quick. Because, like, at first, when we weren't, like, he would talk about her, and then eventually, like, he stopped, like, by himself. Like, I didn't have to say anything. He just
Mm-hmm.
stopped. Like, we still weren't together, but, like, he stopped eventually. And then I noticed, like, every time, because she would play a lot in that, like, even though she claimed, like, she hated him and, like, didn't love him or whatever, she would text him all the fucking time for no reason and, like, play with him. And I'm just like, sweetie, like, that's toxic. I was like, you need to block her. And honestly, he didn't wind up blocking her until a couple weeks ago, I'm not gonna lie. But, like, he never talked about her. He never, like, did anything. Not to mention, I'm in charge of his Instagram and his Snapchat.
That's stupid.
Like, not like that, like, while he's away. Because he wanted us to keep up our streak. Even though he's away, because when he come back, he wanted it. I don't know why, but I'm keeping his Instagram because it's a public one, you know what I mean? And it's for his, like, photos that he's just taken. Well, like, technically now that I have taken, but
Nudes, ooh.
I mean, if he wants some, I'm just kidding. But,
Nasty.
like, I am the way I am. But anyways, like, everything was always, like, pretty much, like, open for the most part. Not to mention, he blocked her on everything. Like, he stopped talking about her completely, and, like, he didn't really pay any attention to her, like, within, like, the first month.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, okay, like, she was never something I was worried about, like, ever. It was just the fact that, you know, I was always kind of, like, in the back of my head, I mean, like, I don't know, but I always thought about the time where, you know, we all worked together and how he was, and it kind of fucked with my head a little bit. Because I'm like, yeah, he's telling me one thing and his mom's telling me one thing, but, like, the only side of Christian that I witnessed is fucking horror. So, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
can I really, like get that thought out of my head when that's the person that I met. That's how I knew him. That's the only way I knew him.
Yeah, and that's the big thing. Like, your perception of somebody isn't gonna change overnight. Like,
Exactly.
and it's like when his mom's even straight up, it's just like, yeah, I know my son's a whore.
Yeah. And she was just like, honestly though, when like he's serious, and I'm like, I get that. And she was just like, in all honesty, I'm gonna be straight up with you. He's only ever had like 3 girlfriends. It was Katie Taylor and then another girl. And he was like, and she was like, no matter how bad any each one of them got, he would always just wait until, like, in all honesty, they would just be like, okay, like, I'm breaking up with you, like, this is not working. Because, like, he would always try for them, and I'm just like, and how do you, like, I literally asked her straight up, and I'm like, and how do you know all of this? And she was just like, well, since Christian's dad was never in the picture since he was, like, 3, he tells me everything, because I've just always been there for him no matter what.
So he's a
And I
mama's
don't
boy.
judge. Yeah, he is, not gonna lie. His mom's been the only one ever there for him, and like soon after, he did have a dad figure, like when he was younger, which was Tom, because his stepdad has been in his life forever. But like his mom is like honestly right now in their immediate family, the ones that live with him are Tom, his mom, and Haley. Haley's his half sister, and Tom is his stepdad, and his mom is his, 100%. So like he looks to her a lot for like advice and like and stuff like that, which I'm not gonna say is a bad thing. It's good to be close to your family. You shouldn't lean on your family as much as one does, but
No, like, my thing is, it's like, I don't lean on my family. I usually try to help them out as much as I can. Like, I go out of my way
yeah,
for them. They don't go out of their way. Like, with the car thing, like, they'll go out of their way because obviously I'm the youngest.
yeah,
But, like, when push comes to shove, like, they know that I'm not gonna fucking, like, bend over easy and let shit happen, you know?
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna fucking do my thing.
But in all honesty, like what is a relationship without trust? So, being the person that I am, even though I don't really trust people easily, he hasn't showed me any reason to doubt him, if that makes sense. So, and based on what his mom said, and like, even what he's shown me, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. We're gonna see what happens, you know what I mean? If down the line it just doesn't work out, it doesn't, you know?
No, I feel you. That's pretty much what I'm saying. It's just like, don't let, like, just someone tell you it's like, fuck him, like, he doesn't deserve you, kind of thing. It's like,
Hmm.
um the big thing is, you got, like I said, you got to take everything with a fucking grain of salt.
Yeah. It's just that this is like the first time where I'm alone, not by choice. You get me?
It happens.
It does. And I just knew, like I said, never been in a situation before. Um, like, I'm okay. Like, I'm not breaking down or anything like that. Like, I'm guessing other people would, but like, I'm fine for the most part. It just, like I said, it tad bit feels like there's something missing, which sucks, but like, I know that feeling will go away eventually. Because I mean, 5 months is enough time. In all honesty, a month to me is enough time because I get over things pretty quickly. Always have. So it's like I'm gonna just keep, going to school, go to work, hopefully hang out with my friends because I haven't been doing so as much as I should or seeing them as much as I should. So it's like his mom even said the same thing. His mom's like, focus on yourself, let him focus on what he's doing, and then when he comes back, you will see where you go from there. And I'm like, you are 100% right. And she was like, focus on you and your schooling. And she was just like, for right now, you're what matters. And for him, he's what matters. And I'm like, you're right in a way, if you get me. Because it's like, yes, that is 100% true. That's what you should do. But like, just because we're at a different point in our life doesn't mean like, you should focus on yourself. But like, don't do stupid shit. Because technically, you still are like half of a person right now.
You're still you,
Like,
you know?
like you're still in something, so it's like, yes, be you, consider yourself, consider how you feel, but like, just know that there's still someone there, that you left. Like, try to give them the same respect that they're giving you at the end of the day.
Yeah, like the big thing is it's just like you can't do anything about it. You can't.
I know. Honestly, like, from what I read of what, you know, his, like his, whatever the hell it's called. He's stationed at Fort friggin' Leonardwood in Missouri. From what they said or whatever, because like we got sent something, they said that about Thursday, sometimes next week, at the end of next week, is when they're going to be able to make a quick phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the time where they can send letters, because they're not going to be the absolute busiest until they start with actual like training and everything. Because right now everybody's just getting settled in and stuff like that in the first week. So, we'll see. I suppose, you know, I guess everything is a fucking guessing game right now, which sucks, because like I always hated that. I always liked being in control of my life, and right now it feels like I'm not, which I think that's what's bugging me more than him actually not being here.
Well, it's gonna happen. It's just like deployments. You're never gonna hear from them.
I know. And it's like, I understand why too. It's like the whole point of no communication is because, you know, it's like they're trying to like break you down and, you know, make you see things a different way. They're trying to form you into something, you know what I mean? So it's like, honestly, contact with anybody else would probably just ruin that. But it's like, at the same time, I'm sitting here like, if I got to talk to him, like, you know, when I wanted, I'm pretty sure I'd be completely 100% okay. Because, like, in all honesty, like, right now, like, I haven't seen you in a while, but, like, talking to you, like, I'm okay, because it seems like, you know, I got that interaction with you, you get me?
What do you mean?
Like, I never necessarily needed to be with that person or in front of that person. Like, right now, I'm, like, talking to you, like, technically, like, just say we're talking on the phone right now. Hearing your voice is enough, you know what I mean? It feels like that I was with you at one point, you get me?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if I was allowed to talk to him, like, when I wanted, I feel like it would be much easier. But the whole point is not talking to other people for a long time. So it's like, it just sucks very badly. It's like, I understand all of it, trust me. Do I want that to be the reality? No, I don't. But you know, people don't get what they want. So I just have to sit here and like, do at me as much as I can. Because honestly, I can't do me without, you know, being all of me. But that's okay, I guess, for right now. I don't know. Because trust me, in all honesty, to be distracted from this type of situation, honestly, I'm pretty sure everybody would know what I would do already, but like, I can't do it.
I feel you.
Which is fine, because in all honesty, I guess a break is good for me, because like, I wasn't focusing on myself as much as I should have. It was definitely like very unexpected for everybody involved. So it's like, honestly, like, it just happened, and it's like, now I'm sitting here like, you know, because he's gone, I need to get this opportunity to get back on track. I need to focus on myself. I need to get my money up. I need to get, like, I need to, you know, go to school, do what I need to do. And it's like, honestly, if I just keep doing that, like, with each day, it will feel less. It will feel like that thing that's missing is less every day, and that you won't need it. What time is it?
It is.
Oh my god.
Time to get a watch.
Oh, haha, oh my god, yes, Dad, you're so funny. We've been talking for like almost, I'd say, 2 hours and so minutes. Cause I got on at I think like 10:53. It's been a long time. I didn't even notice, and I have work at 7.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault. I wanted to talk to you.
I'm just. I don't think I'm the best person to talk to, in all honesty. I just.
I'm not even gonna lie though. I don't know why you think that. Like you kind of helped me a lot.
I don't know. Probably because most people don't want to actually hear like a lot of the serious shit. They want to hear what they want to hear, and just like, oh, this is nice and easy. You're gonna be fine. Yada yada yada.
Honestly, that's not like what I need to hear. Because in all honesty, I'm grown enough to know that I take things how I take things. I know that probably at first I'm not gonna be fine. It's gonna be rough. I know like a lot of stuff can happen. It's like I'm not oblivious to them. I just wish I had more control in the situation. But like I said, not everybody gets what they want. And I guess I guess it's right now. It's just like a waiting game. You'll eventually see what is gonna happen, and then you go from there. No matter how you're gonna feel at the end of it.
You need to recover any research related to DC-62 from inside the USDA building.
well, you gotta, like I said, take everything with a grain of salt. Like, don't be pissed off about like shit. Like, where it's like, oh, why can't I do this? What's going on, kind of thing. But yeah, you're
The thing is, right now, I don't get mad, and I don't get upset that I can't do those sort of things. I never needed that, trust me, I've never needed that. The thing is, I'm gonna, so for 5 months, I'm gonna be upset, like, not gonna lie, I mean, who wouldn't? Like, if he said he did something, I'm sitting here like, okay, so for 5 months I didn't. I wasted my time. You know what I mean? Because like I was holding my neck out for you, and you didn't give me the same respect. Because in all honesty, I will say yes, he is in a different situation, but we're in the same situation with the whole you can't see me, I can't see you. I'm not doing anything. You shouldn't do anything either.
alright.
That's the same situation. So what he has to go through, no, I don't need to go through that. That's why I will say he has it harder, because yes, I may be hurting, but trust me, I don't need to do any of that sort of work. At the end of the day, I'll be okay. Yes, it's a bit of a strain, you know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, we are in the same situation, being as like, I'm not going to do this thing for 5 months, neither should you.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Because in all honesty, I'm not gonna lie, I know I can. There's no doubt in my mind that I know I can, because I've done it before. It's not hard, it's not something that you need. It's something that you can go without if you truly, believe that you don't need it, because I don't. So it's like, but him, like I said, if I tell this to people, they don't know him like I know him, so they'll literally go back to what he was at Target. And don't get me wrong, I do the same thing sometimes, because honestly, it's kind of hard, not to. But I guess you just gotta
There's
believe
some
in the
pretty
person.
fine ass girls at Target. I get it.
You're telling me, because like in all honesty, I would be right there with all of y'all, looking at all of them. But not everybody likes girls, unfortunately.
Well, it's just funny because it's just like there's a lot of like single moms that go there. And
No
I'm
one ever
just
said I shied away from older women. I don't discriminate, age, gender.
I don't know. I'm just with the big thing with like with Emily, dude. Like I drank like a lot and I opened up to people about it, and they're just like, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna put a good word in with you," because it's just like with Emily, like I would. Like, it isn't even about the sex or anything. It's like, yeah, she's hot as fuck, but it's just like talking to her and hearing what like her goals are and shit like that. That's the shit that I like.
Yeah, I get it. Honestly, like, I've always been this way, people are more than their looks, they're more than, their limitations. It's like when you look at to somebody and you talk to somebody, it's like the more important moments are like when they're sitting there talking to you about their goals and dreams and like they like, because you know that's what they want to do, you know, it like it makes you happy for them. It makes you want to like, you know, get to know that person because you're like, okay, well, I want to be that type of person too, like who sits there and like gets excited when they talk about their goals and dreams because they're that ambitious. You get me?
Mhm.
I don't know, like I'm doing what I can for myself.
I don't know. I
Like,
do like your friend though, cause she's pretty cute and shit.
yeah. Well, like I said, like the reason why I asked about your job and like what you're doing for it is because like I don't know how busy you get, because you know you're still at Target, I'm assuming. So it's like I don't know when you're free, when you're not free, and
Oh, we're like working at Target right now. It's just like mostly the weekend and shit. But it's like I'm closing on Saturday. But I'm like half tempted to just call my shift out and shit and just not fucking go into work
well,
because it's just like
let's see. Okay, so like I said, we mostly hang out during the week. I mean, she's not a stranger to hang out during the weekends because, like, you know, she studies on the weekends. We used to study together on the weekends until I just didn't anymore.
well,
But
like what are you doing tomorrow?
well, I work until 4 because
Okay.
I'm a mid shift. But I don't know what she's doing, so it's like I can ask and like we can probably go out together.
If push comes to shove, just like, cause, like, I don't know. Have you told her about me at all, or
Yeah, I did.
what'd you
I
say?
told her about you when we went to. It was me and her, and I fucking forgot where we were. Were we at Chipotle? I think we were at Chipotle. But like, it was the first time you had brought this up, and then I mentioned it to her, even though it was like it wasn't serious with that guy. And like, I mentioned you, and I was like, oh, like hey, like so, because I knew she was single, like kind of, because technically, even though she was talking to somebody, it was so fresh. I was like, who the fuck cares? So I was just like, okay, well, I was like, hey, so I know this guy, like my coworker. I was like, you know, I think he would be like kind of good. I was just like, you know, you should give him a chance or whatever. I was just like I can show you a picture of him and everything. And she was just like, you know, I'm talking to whatever. And I'm like, well, yeah, I know, but like I didn't think it was serious. And she's like, well, it's not. But she's like, you know, I don't play that. And I'm like, oh, okay, you're right. So then I showed her a picture of you anyway, and she's like, okay, yeah, but like, still talking to the guy. So I was like, okay, bet. I'm gonna leave it alone. And then that's the night where we were on PS4, I think, or like, no, or not PS4. You were texting me, I think, on Snapchat, and you're like, oh, okay, so what about your friend? I'm like, nah, she's talking to somebody. Like, it's a no-go.
Uh,
But, like I said, if I can text her, because, like, honestly, she's always hitting me up, so, like, I can text her tomorrow when I'm at work to see if she wants to hang out, and if she does, then I will hit you up.
yeah, just let me know for sure.
Yeah. In all honesty, like I said, basically the things that we do is like literally we just go out for coffee or we go out to grab a bite and like we just talk. But that's all we really do.
Well, that's the thing.
Or I
Like, I
take
don't care
pictures of
about
her.
like going to Starbucks and just like hanging out
Oh,
and talking.
we don't go to Starbucks. We go to either Trilogy, Coffee Grounds, or Campus Grounds, excuse me. Or honestly, she has converted me a bit, so we go to Da Vinci's, which is a bar.
What the fuck is that shit? Like, I've never heard of
Da
any of those
Vinci's?
places. Yeah.
It's in downtown DeLand in the Artesian block. But yeah, I love all those places. We can definitely go to one or multiple depending on how she feels. She usually, I'm not gonna lie, I look out when me and Christian, like, we're not together, like, at all. I had gotten Christian to hang out with us, and we were at Starbucks, actually. Because he, like, had told me, like, oh, yeah, she's pretty, and I'm like, yeah, and I just thought it was like a, oh, yeah, like, your friend's pretty, like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then, like, it was hilarious because then I introduced him to her, and he was like, oh, hey, like, you're Ruth, right? And she goes, oh, yeah, like, I'm guessing Neon talks about me. And then he's like, yeah. And he's like, you're very beautiful, by the way. And I'm like, okay. So then I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then he started talking about her a lot at first. And then I was like, excuse me? I was like, you know what? No, it's whatever. do you? But then it was funny because I actually, like, because he would talk about her and then I actually introduced him. You know, they sat down to, like, together and everything like that. Like, he stared at me the entire time. He didn't even talk to her. I was like, here's your chance. I was like, because he would see her pictures and stuff and be like, oh, she's pretty. Oh, like, yeah, she's really cute. Oh, you know, she's like, I like this, I like this. And I'm like, okay, all right, bet. I'm like, you're gonna say all this shit? That's fine. So then I finally introduced them, and he didn't talk to her at all. He literally talked to me and only stared at me the entire time. And Ruth was like, sweetie, I think he likes you. And I'm like, no. Like, that's fat no. Like, that's not happening. And she was like, are you sure? She was just like, from what you said, like, he was really different from my pictures, and now all of a sudden, like, he stared at you the entire time, and only talks to you, and only laughs when you say something. And I'm like, I don't fucking know. I ignored it. And then eventually it was, oh my god, I only want to talk to you. I only want to hang out with you. I don't care about anybody else. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, no. Like, she definitely seems like somebody I would actually, like, sit down and, like, have a good conversation with.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's funny, because, like, she's always had her eyes on one guy. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I can see why. But, like, he has a son. And she's over here, like, she was like, oh my god, yes. She was like, I'll be your stepmom. And I'm like, Ruth. And she was, but, like, I can see why she would say this shit, because, like, I met him for the first time not too long ago. And I'm like, oh shit. Damn. I see what you mean. But, like, that's just a whole messy situation, especially because, like, he's a family friend, and then she's just like, okay, like, I would never. So I'm like, okay.
He's homeless?
What?
He's homeless?
No. God, no. This man can hustle. I'm talking about, like, he's a family friend, so she doesn't go near him. Unless he drinks, then she becomes very handsy.
Unless she drinks?
Yes, which I understand, because I'm the same way. She gets very, like, she'll start, like, touching your shoulder and, like, leaning on you and, like, being like, you know, just, I don't know, it just depends how much she drinks. Because, like, she's already flirty as fuck. I mean, like, that's why I said we're, like, two of a kind. But, like, yeah, we're literally, like, the same person. Me and her, we're, like, I think that's why we get along so well. But, like, no, I honestly, like, she's just like me, to be honest. So, yeah, she's a great person. Because, you know, who wouldn't like me? Just kidding. But, yeah, no, for real, though, she's a good person. And she is pretty. And, like, I've seen her get mad once. And that was because, like, someone was constantly, like, which was the professor, was constantly throwing shade at the whole class, and she was just like, honestly, she's fucking professor, that's disrespectful, and she started getting mad. But, like, that was the only time I ever saw her get mad, and it wasn't like she got seriously mad, but, like, honestly, she's pretty chill. And when she knows she's mad, she tries to, like, distance herself, and, like, she'll put in her headphones, and she'll just chill out a bit, and then she'll take them out and be like, okay, I'm calm now.
Well, I'm not really a confrontational person anyway, so, like, I get that.
Okay, see, the thing is, I understand needing to back off and calm down. The thing is, like I said, when I'm disrespected, which for her, it's the same way. Like, that's when my mouth just is like, okay, no. Like, I can't just back off this time. I can't just, like, let it go. I can't just chill out. Like, you actually disrespected me, and you're gonna understand why. Like, it was wrong, what the fuck you did, and, like, that's not happening again. Especially because now you're done with me, I'm cutting you off. And, like, in a sense, she's the same way. She's just not as, I guess, outgoing as me. Because, like, I've learned that, like, honestly, no matter what the person is or who the person is, it's like you can't live your life that way. She's like more like me when I was in high school. She's like a mix between my old me and my new me. She's still outgoing and she's still like that, but she needs to get to know you first. Because, like, at first she's, like, very shy, which is not a bad quality. It just means, like, she takes some time to warm up to people, which is that's totally fine. But yeah, I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll text her while I'm like at work or whatever. I'll probably text her sometime in the afternoon because when she doesn't have class or whatever, she usually starts moving around. I'd say at least 11 or 12. So
Yeah.
I will get back to you. As of right now, I don't think she has anything planned. She probably would have mentioned it. She just mentioned studying, so like I said, we can probably just all go to downtown.
Downtown where?
Downtown to land.
Oh, we're gonna be like, I'm not driving to fucking Orlando.
No, I never go to Orlando.
Like, I was gonna be like, fuck that. But if she wants to hang out, I'll make sure it's just nice.
Oh, that's another thing. Because her parents were always like wealthy, like this girl, I swear to God, never leaves her house with like a mixed matched outfit. She will always look presentable. Always.
Like,
Because honestly, like, not like to the nines. Like, her outfits are, like, you know, pretty basic, you know, shirt, jeans, and, like, a
she
jacket or
definitely,
something. But,
girls like
like,
that
she
need,
presents herself very well.
girls like that, like, need, like, a bum. Like, just a guy that's chill. You know what I mean? Just, like, somebody that can just, like, not have to fucking sit there and just have to dress nice all the time, but...
Honestly, I don't think she's the type to care about what anybody else wears, because there's times where I think I look absolutely disgusting, and she's like, you look fine. And I'm like, have you seen what I'm wearing? Also, have you seen my hair? Like, I literally threw it up in a bun. I was like, I'm wearing a fucking t-shirt, and I was like, I don't even know if these pants match. And she's like, it's literally fine. But, like, if she leaves her house, it's different. Her mom, especially because she's Mexican as well, she'll
Oh,
leave her
shit.
house, and her mom will be like, what are you wearing? And she'll be like, okay, fine, I'll go change.
Jesus.
But like,
Her parents are
honestly, I
definitely
will
nothing
tell
like
you,
me.
I'll tell you, like, well, honestly, I don't really know, because what I've heard is, like, her dad can be a hard ass when it comes to, because you have to understand, she's not only the only girl, but she is the youngest out of her family.
Oh, hey, I'm the youngest too, so...
Yeah. Yeah. But she's easy to get along with, in my opinion. She can be funny sometimes. I mean, most of the time, I'm usually making jokes, but it's nice because she laughs at them. But yeah, she's super easy to get along with, in my opinion. She's super nice. I've never had a problem with her, ever. And I've known her for about 2 years now.
If you've known her for 2 years, like, then you would, like... Uh... Jesus Christ. Clearwater, Florida. Dress for the body you have, not the body you want. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Well, you gotta think about it. When you have, like, the 300-pound women wearing fucking bikinis, like, I don't want to see
That's
all
a no.
that. Like,
No, I honestly, let me tell you something, because like I'm a thicker girl, you know what I mean? There's some things you should just not wear, because you know what? At the end of the day, no matter how body positive you are, people are not positive about your body.
well, my thing about, and that's why I work out, and I try to keep at least, like, I'm trying to at least lose certain, like, areas and fat. Like, I can't stand it. Like, looking fat. It's disgusting. Like, it's so unhealthy, and just, like, if you don't take care of yourself, like, you can be bigger and actually, like, work out and shit like that. Because I understand, it's like, look, it happens. But, like, if you're just, like, not taking care of yourself, like, you could tell the difference between a fat, fit person and a fat person.
Yeah, I know, I understand. But it's like, I just get it, like, honestly, it's just very weird, because it's like, I understand body positivity, excuse me, and it's like I understand people want to feel good about themselves and everything like that. But like in all honesty, sometimes like when I see a person that's like extremely overweight and they are wearing a bikini or a crop top, I'm sitting there like, I'm glad you're okay with that. Like I'm glad that you accepted yourself, but at the same time, like it just doesn't look good, and no matter how positive you are, it's just not going to.
It's just really disgusting when I see,
But
like
then
when I went
again,
to Miami, there was a black woman wearing a bikini, and just like it just fucking grossed me out. And then like what's even worse is that instead of like getting in a car, she got on the back of the scooter, and the back of the scooter just dropped when she sat on it.
Oh shit. I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, it's, I guess, like, you don't need to look at them either, but it's like, honestly, I feel like half the time when women are like that, they're like trying to flaunt themselves around just because they're like, yeah, bitch, I'm doing this, I'm body positive, I'm confident, and I'm just like, okay, but like, do I gotta see you everywhere?
But
Like, can
here's
you
the
be
thing
body
about being
positive over
confident,
there?
right? It's like be confident with your body respectably. Like you don't see me like
Yeah,
whipping out my fucking dick and shit or doing anything fucking stupid.
unfortunately. I'm kidding, but like, what is it? Yeah, it's the same like with me, like, there's ways you can look good without showing everything. Like, and I've never had to show anything, in my opinion, ever. Especially because with my religion, you have to be conservative for the most part. It's
Well,
expected of you.
that's fucking like that's the thing. That's like your religion. You gotta respect where you're coming from. You know what I mean?
Honestly, though, like even if it wasn't, I still wouldn't. Especially because I'd still probably be like me. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
wouldn't be a Muslim. But even if I wasn't, like, I wouldn't see myself just because of my personality, like, doing that, because it doesn't make me comfortable personally. Like, I could still look good without having to do that, and I know that. Not to mention, being conservative never stopped me anyways. Yeah.
Well, the thing is about being conservative, like I know a lot of Muslims are pretty conservative anyway, but it's like I don't understand the like Shah and all that shit. Like, let your hair flow, girl. Like, do what the fuck you want.
Honestly, like, in all honesty, I can't really tell you because, like, I'm not really religious at all. I don't understand my own religion sometimes. Like, I will never bash it because, like, at the end of the day, I am a Muslim, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that I don't want to be religious. It's just, like, I never really got the chance. And it's like, I do have the chance now. I just feel like it's the wrong time because I tried not too long ago. And, like, I winded up every time, like, I scheduled something with the woman that was going to help me, like, learn from the beginning. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I have class this day. Oh, I'm sorry, I have work this day. And then I'm just like, can you do it any other day? And she's like, no, I'm not in town, and I'm gonna go away with my husband for a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back. And I'm like, okay, it's just not the right time for me. Eventually, it will be. It's just right now, it's not. But like, usually, in all honesty, my take on it is like, I feel like that's very old. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like a very old tradition where women have to cover up everything just because, like, honestly, I just feel like it was because back then they were more sexualized, you know, as objects than anything. They were just something that belonged to you. So it's like you covered yourself completely to just be respectful, I guess. I don't know.
Right. The big thing that Jesus Christ that I noticed is fucking like most people don't fucking realize how certain people are and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like the big thing, like I don't. I hate to say it, but and this is probably like the meanest thing you'll ever hear me say. But like ever since like France like opened up their borders to all the Muslims from like Libya and all that shit, it seems like shit has been going fucking downhill. Like they've had more incidents, attacks, and everything just in the past, like since their borders opened. And
Mhm.
it's like I understand that like you can't control everything. Borders fucking closed for like keep your borders closed for a reason because it's just like look at all this shit. Like you had a fucking terrorist attack in Paris that was really fucking bad. Like
The thing is, even though I am not religious, in all honesty, Muslims are actually very against violence. This I know for a fact. So it's like the fact that these people can do that, they're not Muslims. They are
but
honestly like,
the thing that kills it's just like Christians and shit like that. How are you gonna call yourself a certain religion that doesn't condone like judgment and violence and shit, but yet you're fucking doing all this crazy ass fucking shit? You know, it's just like it's a
yeah.
fucking like you're a fucking disgrace. Like I don't give a fuck who you think you are or like what you think is right or wrong, but like fuck you guys. Like
Well, exactly. It's like the same thing. It's like when, like, let's say a white kid shoots up a school. He's probably a Christian. They're like, oh no, he can't be Christian because he did that. He killed so many people. It's the same thing. It's like if a Muslim can do that, like they're not a Muslim. How can you do that?
but my thing is too, it's just like I like the fact that like the Trump administration like closed the borders off because we don't have a vetting system. Like until we have a proper vetting system, like I understand that, and it's just like during World War II, it's like we closed our borders during that war. Why isn't people getting pissed off about that? You know what I mean? Like you can't just be like acting all like oh like I fucking like know how it is. It's like no, when you're in a time of war, you close off borders because you don't want like to lose certain resources, nor do you want people like in either area to get hurt. Like there's hostility towards Muslims. You don't want them to get hurt by the KKK and shit that we have here. There's also like hostility and hate like on the Muslim side, and you don't want like if they're pissed off at fucking Americans and shit, you don't want that hostility to come here. You know?
Yeah.
It's
No, I
it's
get you.
it's one of those things that it's like so many people don't realize.
Honestly, I believe that if something is harming you more than helping you, you need to find a solution to fix it. And in all honesty, if opening the border was more harm than good, then yes, you should close it. Like, I'm not saying, like, just because, oh yeah, they're Muslims, like, you're being racist. No, like, if it was harming everybody more than it was helping, then you should do what you need to do to,
Like
you know,
I'm
extinguish
completely
that
horrible.
harm.
Like no, like one of my number one things is, and it's funny because it's just like I know a lot of legal Mexicans feel the same way. Is having the wall.
Hmm.
Like I'm completely for having a wall. Like you got to protect your border. You know, it's like look at China.
I was
China
about
did
to
it.
say, I'm not gonna lie, like, border, like, control was fucking it's still fucking terrible, to be honest.
Well, the thing
Like,
is, you got to look at what resources they really have, and it's very limited.
it is
Like,
very limited. I mean, that's why it's like you can't really blame them, and it's like, in all honesty, this seems like it sucks, but like, it's something that if it is built, if it's not, it does not affect me at the end of the day.
yeah, it's
Because
just
in all
my.
honesty, I'm gonna be honest, when all these immigrants were coming in, it has never affected me.
Well,
And even if it's not coming in, it still hasn't affected me.
Well, no, it's not going to affect you directly. It's because you're.
I know,
Think
it
about it.
affects people
You're
as a
not
whole.
doing
I'm
blue
just one
collar
person.
jobs. Like, for the big thing, it's like where people get pissed off is like they're taking a lot of blue collar jobs that, like, in all honesty, pay really fucking well to Americans, but because they can, it's like, oh, this is an illegal Mexican. I could do like I can pay him to do this job for like
You're like half my price.
not even. It's like for pennies a day, and he'll fucking do it. So,
I get that.
and that's the mentality that fucking kills me because it's just like you're fucking you people don't realize that like the border control is actually better for immigrants because in all honesty it's a deterrent for like the illegal drugs and distribution industry, and then better for like legal immigrants to try to like work towards their visa. If you
Yeah.
come to the border legally, you have that opportunity. And yeah, granted, most like illegal immigrants are people that forget they have a fucking visa, which is fucking stupid. Like, how the fuck do you forget? Like
Honestly,
that's
like, I'm gonna be honest, I've never really had an opinion on the wall because I didn't really know much of the matter. Because, like, in all honesty, I'm I am more now so than I was before, but like honestly before I was never really into politics and like their movements and what they were doing, you know what I mean? I am more aware now, but like I never really had an opinion on it because like I didn't really know what would it, excuse me, what it would help or what it wouldn't. So I never really like I just pretty much kept to myself on the matter because like I understand that like when immigrants come most of the time they do take certain jobs and it's like it does affect the community as a whole, don't get me wrong, but like if I'm looking at it in like a smaller perspective, it doesn't harm me So it's like I'm okay either way. So it's like I don't really have an opinion because I don't really know anything about it.
Well, the number one thing, and this is where I feel like people get misconstrued on the whole concept, right? Is that it's not just jobs that illegal immigrants take. It's like if you think about the whole thing, illegal immigrants um, are treated a lot differently than legal immigrants, and it's wrong. Like if you're honestly like a true liberal, you should care about people. You shouldn't just be like, oh, just let them in. It's like you're not seeing how they're treated at the job site.
Yeah.
Like they're literally getting dirt fucking money for a job they should be getting paid like $20 an hour for. Like you don't realize
See,
that they're being treated like fucking garbage because the work is cheaper. Like if you really cared, you'd fucking want the border to be like the way it fucking is and shit like that, you know?
the
Like
thing is, I've always like had like a love-hate relationship with like liberals, considering they always love getting your foot in the door, but they don't care what happens after. They always love open opportunity, but once the opportunity is given to you, they don't care what happens because the only thing they fought for was that opportunity. You got it? Okay, I'm done.
my thing about liberals is that they expect like everybody to conform to their sides without an opinion, but that they'll be like, "Oh, we're very open about all kinds of things and this and that." I'm like, "Okay, well, stop fucking lying. Like, come the fuck on."
I was about to say, because in all honesty, what truly like being liberated, it's like honestly you're open-minded to both sides. You're more understanding. You're not like one-sided. In all honesty, these days any liberals you see, they're always one-sided. It's their way or like no way, because
It's
they
so
believe their way
funny
is the better
too,
way.
right? Because I literally told a girl that I was like that I consider myself pretty conservative, and she's just like, "Oh, stop talking to me." I'm like, "The fuck."
Which is annoying, honestly, because it's like honestly at the end of the day, even if you didn't bring politics into this, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, no matter what it is. Just because you had a title of conservative or liberal doesn't change that fact.
My thing, like, because when people think conservative, they think, "Oh, you're a fucking like um like you're a Republican that voted for Trump." I'm like, no. It's like in all honesty, I wanted the libertarian to fucking win, not fucking Trump.
Yeah.
Like the fuck.
I will admit, I like I wasn't too aware on the election, not gonna lie. I never really liked Trump as a person because like I've seen him on shows, like I know his story of like his dad gave him a small loan of $1 million. You know, everything that anybody else would know. And like when it came down to it, I didn't want to vote, and then my mom's like, "This is the problem with everybody your age. They don't vote because they think it
Well, what
doesn't
the
matter."
fuck?
And it's like,
Fuck off, my dude.
then someone winds up winning that doesn't matter, that no one likes. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll vote. Honestly, at the end of the day, because she forced me to vote, I voted for Hillary. Honestly, I didn't like Trump no matter what, so it
I
didn't
knew it
really
was gonna
matter.
come down
But
to like Hillary and fucking Trump, and the big thing
I
is
know.
you gotta think about who's the better evil at this point. Like
In all honesty, the
Hillary
reason why
fucking screwed over a bunch of military personnel. Like you can't deny that, and you're just like if you're gonna vote for somebody that literally is willing to sell out the country, like why even fucking consider it, you know?
yeah, in all honesty, like I said, like I wasn't gonna vote because honestly, I wasn't into politics. I voted because my mom wanted me to, and like this year, unless I'm like well, like knowledgeable on the subject, and that's still probably not. But like at the end of the day, what I've noticed is Trump a terrible person? Yes, he sucks socially. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what America needed most was someone with a business standpoint, which he has. So even though I personally don't like him, I may have thought like, hey, he could probably help in some way. Like he can't be totally useless. Like he's successful all these years, you know, for a reason. So like we'll see what happens. Do I like him one bit? No, honestly. But it's like you can't really blame him for the way his supporters act. In all honesty, because I feel like they're
Well, the funny
they
thing
take it
is,
to
right?
extremes.
No, the thing that I think is hilarious is that people assume that like, oh, all fucking like Trump supporters are racist. I'm like, nah, not really. Like,
They're not. Because
like
I've met
make
a
America
lot that
like, and the funny thing is, it's like people like America was never great. I'm like, yeah, it was to people opinion wise. It was the greatest country in the world, and you got to think of it like that. Like back in the day, like having a country like America was so unique and new. Like you can't just like say no to that, you know?
Yeah. In all honesty, I know that they're not all racist because, like I said, like I still work at racetrack.
Fuck
There are
off.
old men, like older veterans and stuff that
Fuck
come in and wear
off.
that hat. I don't disrespect them in any way because they wear it. If they're entitled to.
Well,
You
no,
know
the
what I
thing that
mean?
really
And it's
kills me
like
is
at the
that there
end of
was
the
like
day,
kids wearing the fucking hat, and it's like, so you're gonna fucking attack like like minors for a fucking hat. Like if a hat
yeah.
offends you, who the fuck are you to really call yourself an American? Like this country was based off of immigrants and shit like that. This country was also built off of
Honestly,
fucking.
it was built off of freedom, to be honest. And if you're not going to give the person a freedom to wear a hat just because it says a bunch of words, then are you really for your
Oh
country at the
fuck!
end of the day?
Not a lot of people are for America anymore. They're
And
for
it's like,
themselves.
no, they're really not. And it's like, in all honesty, though, like the men who come in, like even wearing those hats, it's like they're still like, they can look at me, it's like they can probably prejudge me, but at the end of the day, it's still like, oh, thank you, ma'am, thank you, this,
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like,
I've seen some fine ass Muslims. Like, come on. Like, look at what's her
oh my
face?
god, thank you. What's there?
Uh,
Just kidding.
Mia Khalifa. Like, I fuck the shit
I
out of
knew
her.
you were gonna say that shit. Oh my god.
She's pregnant apparently. Like,
Sweetie, do you know how bad she's gonna burn in hell for the shit she does?
oh, she went to like she's already gotten like she's even explained it. Like, she's got so many fucking death threats from like her own leadership and shit like that.
Because, sweetie, that is not even like, even for a regular Christian, like that's just not respectable in any way you look at it.
Look, if you want to be a porn star, be a fucking porn star. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Well, honestly, that's like a personal opinion. I'm talking about like if you're gonna try to bring religion into this, like no, the fuck, that's not respectable.
no, nobody fucking respects that shit.
I
What
mean,
the
yeah, is it
fuck?
fun? Is it fun to watch? Of course, but is it respectable at the end of the day? No.
I just think it's hilarious that I've actually gotten like multiple messages about like how good I am at sex. I'm just like, I'll take it. Like, thank you. Just show your fucking face so I know who the fuck it is.
True. I don't know. This is a case where, you know, you have to actually see it to believe it.
Look, I don't just have sex with anybody.
I believe it. Just not like the whole, you're the greatest. Because I've never experienced it. Opinion.
No, I don't, like, I'm confident. I'm not fucking gonna tell everybody that I'm the best at fucking sex. Like, I'm not a fucking porn star. The fuck?
Honestly, it depends on both people, I'm not gonna lie. Because, like,
No, I've
most
had some
guys...
really shitty girls that are really bad at sex. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I had to do all the work and shit. Like, come on, girl.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not with that. Especially... Oh my god. The shit I do sometimes just so it can, like... I'm
I
sorry,
thought
I'm
you were a
thinking of a
virgin.
specific instance.
Like the
Oh,
fuck?
since when? You can find out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cheating on Christian?
Honestly, don't test me, okay?
What do you mean?
Yeah, literally, I've been doing the same shit with you for literally the longest since I've known you. I will literally have a normal conversation with you, but somewhere down the line, it happens like this.
What?
Me saying something that I probably shouldn't, no matter what.
I still don't understand, but alright.
So yeah, I've literally always flirted with you. It's just something that happens.
I mean, I guess, like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, there's the gun. Like, why the fuck am I getting a notification on this? Did the game finish downloading? Oh no, you had to. You said you were going to go to sleep. Look how that turned out. Hey. No, I haven't gotten laid in over a year. I'm gonna be honest.
Um, pretty close. I mean, not now, obviously, but like, um, I would say the longest was 5 months. 5, 6 months.
Damn.
But it was definitely by choice, because honestly, what I had before that was disgusting. So I was just like, you know what? I'm fine by myself. If you want to
So,
talk about like the level of unsatisfactory, I felt like literally my finger was bigger.
Jesus.
Oh, oh my god, I hate thinking about it.
Agent, we got a project ready to be completed at the campus.
I kind of want to get laid, but I kind of don't.
I totally understand.
Like, when you just like, when you said that, I almost like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do this.
Like, the want for it is definitely there. Like, if it happens, it does. If it doesn't, it's definitely there too. Is it? I don't really know. There's a whole bunch of things going on in my head. And it's like, because I'm used to something every day, and now it's just not there.
Jesus,
It's
you
not.
guys fucked every day.
Literally every day. Multiple times a day. It was like I was like new to everything. It was weird. Like, not in a bad way. I've definitely know way more about myself. Like, there was things that I thought I couldn't, but like, I'm like, oh shit, I'm a pro now, the fuck? There were things that I were already a pro at, but there was like things that I haven't like experienced that like I have now, and I'm like, okay, it wasn't so bad and scary as I thought it was gonna be.
I don't know. Like, I feel like if like I was to have sex with you,
Mhm.
like I wouldn't do a lot that I would normally do.
What do you mean?
Like, I'd rather just like have a nice, like, just chill sex, not like, cause I like rough sex, like hands down. Like I'd fuck the shit out of a bitch.
And there's nothing wrong with anything you just said.
Uh,
Like I said, learned a lot about myself, including limitations. Which haven't reached my limit yet. So, to be determined, I guess.
yeah, but I don't want you to like you and me to have sex and then or you regretting it afterwards.
Oh no, understandable. It's just like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if this makes sense, but like, I've always been this way where even if I like talk about it, I will be fine afterwards. Like, I don't know why
What if
I've
you
been
and me
this
had
way.
sex and then
Huh?
I said what if you and me had sex?
What do you mean?
That you'd be fine afterwards.
I don't know. 'Cause in all honesty, I am not gonna lie. When I first saw you, kind of my intention. And then after a while, I actually knew you, and I'm like, oh, okay, Alex. You know what I mean? And then, I don't know, you're just kind of one of those people with me where, like, I think about it sometimes, and then it's like, I don't. Does that make sense?
What do you mean?
Like, have I thought about it? Yeah. Do I think about it all the time? No.
Have you thought about me
But
while
like,
having
has it?
sex?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
Wait,
I have.
you've thought about me while fucking somebody else?
No, me.
No, I'm saying it's like if you were fucking somebody else, have you thought about me?
Oh, no. I've never done that with anybody. Well, no, I've done that once. But like I said, it was very bad and unfortunate time. But, no, I haven't done that. Like, I don't really need to. But what I mean is, have I thought about that in general? Yeah. Not you with another person, but like you with me.
No, I'm saying like while you are having sex with somebody else.
Yeah, no, no, I understand your question now, and no, no, I've never done that. I mean, like, okay, I have not thought about that, but when I'm by myself, do
Jesus
my thoughts
Christ.
roam to other people? Yeah, like if you want me to completely upfront, honest with you, like, my brain tends to be in like a billion different places when that is occurring with myself, if you know what I mean. But you know, it's just honesty.
I mean, I don't know. Cause if anything, it would just be like I don't know.
I know you know what you're trying to say, but like you're not saying it.
Cause it's like, thinking about it, would I fuck you? Yeah. Um, but I don't know if like I would want like to build a relationship just because it's like I don't think we would actually like.
Actually,
Yeah.
what?
It's just how you and I like. It seems like we have more of like an interactive like. What the fuck? I'm watching midgets like fight each other.
I remember you doing that previously and then sending me the video.
No, it's
Oh
like
no, it
a.
was the Midget Olympics. That's what you sent me.
I don't know. All I know is it's just like this midget bitch, and like, damn, this motherfucker picked her up like a little kid.
But I remember that you started busting out laughing because you saw midgets run, and you're like, oh my god. But yeah, like, don't get off subject. What were you trying to say? Because now I'm curious.
I just don't think we would actually be like good in a relationship.
I mean, I don't really have an opinion on that because I never thought about it, but like, why do you not think so? I'm not saying that like, hey, I want that to happen, but I'm just asking like why you don't think it would.
I feel like we have just different like perspectives on areas that we probably couldn't agree on, and
Such as,
like all it's just all together. It's just like it's not just one thing. It's just like how you want like one thing and I want another thing. Kind of like it's one of those. Like, you know what I mean?
no, it's like I don't know what you're like referring to.
I don't know how to explain it. I'm really bad at explaining shit like this.
Like, is there something specific that you noticed that like, let's say I probably lean towards that you were like listening to me and you're like, no.
Well, my big thing is it's just like I'm not a big fan of like women being super sassy, and it's like how you talk. It's just like you can get sassy, and I'm just like.
I am not. I'm like the nicest person.
You
I
can get
only
sassy.
get that way if people like give me attitude for no reason because it's disrespectful. I have never been rude to you. Oh wait. Okay, that was one time, but like I apologized.
Uh, wow.
It was once. What are you even talking about? Like I'm not even like that 24/7. Like and everybody knows that. Like I try to not even I try to be like like kind of like laid back. I mean, I've always been that way. I just get like a little worked up when people start disrespecting me for no reason because I did nothing to them. So it's like then I have like I feel like I have the right to say like, "Hey, like you're doing this, I don't appreciate it. Can you stop?"
Well, I mean, it's just that one thing. Like, and it's me personally. I just can't stand it. Like I'll tolerate
Yeah.
it for so long, and then I'll just say something and be like, "Look, fucking stop."
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's you. That's fine.
like, have I been curious about like if we've had like what would happen if we had sex? Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, would I fuck you like straight up? Like right now, like I'd drive right now to go fuck the shit out of you. Like I would.
So
I wouldn't.
tempting.
I wouldn't lie.
Wow. That like worked me up pretty fast, I'm not gonna lie. But
Huh?
like I was already feeling some type of way, honestly, since this conversation started.
What do you mean?
But like I started getting in the mood. What do you think it means?
Oh.
Cause like it's kind of natural. Like you start talking about it and you start imagining it, and you're like, okay, well, what would it be like, or would you think it would be like? And then you're just like, oh well, fuck. Now it's raining downstairs. Whoops. This happens sometimes.
I mean, fuck it. But that's the thing too, because it's like I'm interested in your friend that I don't want to fuck you because I don't want to like have that
Let
awkward.
me tell you something, sweetie. Don't. It's not awkward. Cause you want to talk about not awkward. I'm talking about how Christian even tried this too. It's not awkward. Ruth, I trust 100%. She's my close friend. She literally, I don't know, we just work. And like, it didn't get awkward after that. We even got closer. It's like, I'm very unproblematic when I want to be. And like, honestly, if we're clear on the situation, there's no need for problems if you get me. Cause like, one thing is, when I want something, I want it to I want it because I want it and I want it for a reason. And after that, it's like, I'm good. You get me?
I feel you.
But yeah. It's not awkward if you don't make it awkward. I've always been that type of person. And in all honesty, I've always never been awkward in any situation, but I've had people get awkward on me. And then it's like, sweetie, you can't really handle situations like this, so maybe this lifestyle's not for you. I've had this happen with this guy Chris that I knew. Like he was so like, oh my god, yeah, like definitely it's not gonna be awkward. And I'm like, you sure? Like 100%. You're positive. I didn't even fuck him. All I did was suck his dick. And he got mad awkward after that because he was like, oh my god, like does she know? And I'm like, not unless you told her. Because like trust me, not my proudest moment. But yeah. Example.